Hi there, folks. Sorry about that little interruption. We had a little bit of a storage issue with the computer. Everything's all fixed now and we should be absolutely back to streaming standard. When we had just left off, when the stream went down, we had just left off with Constantine entering, seeing the shebang that was going on, noticing the awkwardness of the three suspects in Orchid Gate, that being Michael, Brunovan and Randuin, and seeing the rest of the party doing the well, I'll let you actually decide this. I'll let you guys give yours. What's Achilles and Rissa's faces like while this is going on that Constantine can see?
I think I'm looking around. I'm looking at people's reactions, along with Eldwin.
I think Achilles sitting like this because she didn't think that the orchids would be mentioned specifically in the paper. But she's like looking through her eye, like her hands like this to see what's going on.
I think at that, Constantine's gonna sit down. Listen, guys, I'm getting better at the whole social thing, but I'm gonna need someone to clue me in. What's happening?
Okay, so this is kind of a long story.
You left us unsupervised.
With Elwyn.
Okay. Yeah, I can see how that would have been problematic. What happened?
Someone sent me flowers anonymously and it's freaking me the fuck out, man. It's freaking me the fuck out.
That's it?
It was like one on its own, and now it's another.
Okay. Did
It
it
is
like...
a secret admirer.
Okay, did it like explode?
No.
Just a
Oh,
flower.
I'm just freaking out.
Achilles, you have single-handedly led us into battle, risking life and limb.
Yeah.
You're a druid. Why are you scared by a flower? It's a flower. I'm sorry if that's a little judgmental. I don't understand.
It's not the flower, it's what the flower means.
What does the flower mean?
It means someone's sending me shit.
Okay, Constantine, to give you like a
I'm
reference.
getting perceived by people.
To give you a reference of what Achilles is feeling right now, do you remember how you felt the first time that you realized that Aurora wanted to go to the dance with you?
Yeah. It's weird.
You were freaking out.
I said it was weird. Yes. But
Exactly.
that's me. But that's me. Like we've well established that this is not normal and how I interact with things is weird. So while I can understand where Achilles is coming from, I'm just confused because this is the person that has been keeping us all friends since we first started. I just figured that there's no way Achilles would respond to a romantic gesture the way I would. That's what's confusing about that.
Also, thank you very much, Jacklish, for the subscription. We love the support. Thank you so much, buddy.
Okay, so someone sent you a flower. Does it have anything to do with those three guys who all look like they stabbed the same person and don't realize that everyone else also stabbed them?
They are suspects.
I think Dan just solved what happened to
confused me, it
Julius
has to be
Caesar.
about
Just a bunch of people didn't realize they stabbed him.
Okay, and
Randuin said it wasn't him when I thought it was him. So I sent him a message saying thank you. It was not him. He was confused. So that led me to freak out.
But I find it interesting because Maiko fully asked you out already.
I have
Have you
opinions
thought about just-
mushrooms?
threatening him?
No, but I'm saying he's already asked you out before, so why would he send it anonymously now?
Yeah.
Also,
that is
what about Brunavast? Why is he looking sus?
Mhm.
I got to detect thoughts on him last time, and I forgot what I wrote down.
I believe what
You
you
did write
cast it
something
on him
down,
and
so.
you got surface level thoughts, and what you got was kind of like anxiety, slight confusion, a little bit of worry. nothing that the insight checks didn't already provide.
Yeah.
It would be really
Bran-
funny if one was sent by one person and another was sent by someone else.
They just had like spontaneous same idea. Brand, remind me, and I'm sorry, I should remember on my own. Who was the very kind himbo who couldn't read?
Oh, that's Howlett.
Paula. Okay, not the same
Howlett.
person. Do I
No,
know
not the same
Brunivas
person.
by any chance?
So Brunovan, you guys met in first year. He was the Furbolg, the Highland cow Furbolg, who was very awkward and gangly, and him and Achillea kind of had a little bit of like a friendship over nature and plants and stuff. And when he arrived for second year, he's now kind of like that guy who goes away and comes back, and he's no longer thin and gangly. He's now like really tall and broad as all heck. So he's went from being like skinny like a cow to being like built like a Highland cow. So yeah, but you guys have met him before. You guys have met him.
And he is a druid.
He's a druid.
Someone who would
although-
show affection via botanical deliveries.
Although he is now wearing pieces of armor, which shows that there might be a bit more to him than just a druid.
Well, very similar to one Achillea.
Okay. Should we just go talk to them?
That is ridiculous, Constantine.
That's what you would say. I'm literally channeling you right now. Like, I don't want to. I would rather read a bunch of books that might help me suss out a culprit or talk to dead people who would tell me, yeah, I saw these guys walking in the hallway. But you would say just go talk to them. So I'm confused.
This is the first time Malekith gets into the conversation. You said talk to dead people. Malekith's like, huh?
We'll keep you on retainer,
the
buddy.
last time someone successfully asked me out, I ate the note they gave me.
So you're not ready for a relationship.
Who asks someone out via paper? That's just asking to be eaten.
What do you need from us, Achillea? Do you want us to? How can we help?
I mean, I was just gonna see how it goes and wait this whole thing out.
And then Eldwin posted an article about it.
No, we conspired with him to do this.
So this is a group choice.
I did not think it would be that much about it. It was more so like to get people. It's part of his, his thing that he's doing. He's just also using this as part of it.
Should I just let y'all handle this and I can go back to reading? Because I'm out of my depth here. I don't really know what we're supposed to be doing. I mean, we could go talk to him, or we could not. I don't want to make that choice for you, but those are really interesting books about rocks that I was reading earlier. And if I'm not needed here, I might just...
Yeah, Killy, do you want to let sleeping dogs lie and just let it run its course, or do you want it to stop?
I mean, if it happens again, I'm gonna freak out and I will go for it to stop. However, I like to see where things go. Yes, Constantine.
No. That was like a...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Just hearing Constantine reading about rocks, and I can just picture him with his headphones on, just cause I'm 3 tons of granite and my taste is schist. Yeah, I'm 3 tons of granite and my taste is schist.
I love that you know that song verbatim.
A rock and roll song from the point of view of the boulder from Indiana Jones? Hell yes.
It's a rock song about a rock.
My Sarah Jacques parody going over all of the types of rocks.
So what you brought up was an interesting question, actually. Achillea, what do you want?
What do you mean? What do I want?
How do you want to
do
do
about
What are your
this?
hopes, your dreams?
Your ultimate life goals.
What does Achillea want?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
When you hear the word career, what do you imagine?
This was
No,
secretly
what-
an interview this whole time.
What does Achillea want from the situation? Like, how does Achillea want to go about getting a resolution?
I think Achillea's really, like, genuinely is content letting it run its course. And I think her biggest goal with it getting, like, out like this was more so, like, let's have Elduin's spying for everything happen. More so than her own personal romantic life. Yeah.
Okay.
She's just freaking out right now. She needs like 5 minutes to.
It's like the kind of panic attack where you're like just quietly freaking out, but on the outside you just look completely calm.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so just to confirm, we're just gonna wait. And if another flower shows up, then we go ape shit. But until then, we just
Yeah. I'm not eating them this time. I think that's a step up.
I think you're moving in a good direction.
would Constantine be aware of the speak with plants spell?
I think you'd
There's no way
say
that's a wizard spell.
it doesn't need to be a wizard spell. They can still be aware of it. Yeah, it's a fairly basic spell. So yeah, you've probably experienced it yet.
Kelly,
Fuck,
did you
I need to
try
think of a
and
voice for an orchid now. Shit.
try
I
talking
don't
to the
have
plant?
enough druid levels to have this spell.
Who do you have who's a friend who's a druid?
Doesn't
Okay,
have
hear
to
me
be-
out.
Doesn't just have to be a druid.
Wait, ranger?
Ranger.
Oh, who do we know exactly? We want to talk to a Lauren? Isn't he a ranger?
Rangers that you know a Lauren, and Talon.
Oh,
What
I got
class
Talon
is,
earlier today.
What class is Professor Campbell?
Might as
Professor
well,
Campbell. Professor Campbell's a ranger.
Do we want to involve a faculty member on this such personal stuff?
This far. It's really funny though.
Bards, druids, and rangers.
I don't have the spell, I'm sorry.
Do you
I think
want
I
to
should,
ask someone to cast the spell on your plant and have a little chat?
or do you really just don't want to know?
It's almost funnier if I don't know. At this point, it's caused such a big thing. I think I need to just commit to this.
Commit to the anonymity?
Yeah, I will go and ask people probably this afternoon. Get me like, I don't get to freak out over shit like ever. This is fun. I don't know why you're trying to stop doing it, Constantine. What was I on trying to make you stop? This is fun.
You know, I'm going to take back what I said. I don't think we have things in common, because, yeah, no. Unless you and I have a very different idea of what's fun, you might be experiencing something different than I did.
Fair.
So,
I don't know what you both are on about. Chaos
so-
is
so-
always exciting.
And I'd expect that from you, Rista. And I mean that in the nicest way. Aside from the orchids, is there anything else that I missed or should be aware of?
Oh, there's
Where's
this little guy.
Achillea also has her fairy dragon.
I sent you a message
God.
earlier. Did you not get my
You met
message?
mine.
I did, and I may have selectively ignored it because it sounded terrifying and I didn't want to deal with it. Oh, that storm hit.
Rista just straight up disappeared.
Well,
One drop of rain hit the wrong
one fairy
waterfront.
dragon took Rista.
It's actually quite weird because the way that it's happened is.
Nope.
You guys need to be swapped around. Boom.
I have no idea what just happened.
Did it start
One-
raining?
One singular drop of rain.
It just sizzled too.
A little fall of rain's clearly hurting you now.
It stopped raining.
Please tell me that that's like only y'all's house that are getting those, because they look so messy.
I think it is just
For
our
now.
house. For now. Until you go to Professor Campbell's class, which I think you should probably avoid. But anyway, I sent you a message asking you to collect my orb from Professor Campbell's class and hold on to it for me for the next week.
I can do that, assuming I don't get one of these and have to hide all of my precious belongings.
You won't have to. I mean, maybe not. We will keep these out of the Blood and Bone Society, so if you can just keep it there for now. I gave my little dragon a bunch of treats, and he's docile
Oh.
for now, but I still don't trust him.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
Fair. Is it
Um,
okay if I just put your orb back on the pedestal where it was?
Yeah, I think that's good for now.
I'll do
Just
that.
until I bring him back.
I mean, I have all of my precious stuff over in my partner's room since I'm the one hosting the dragon in mine.
To be fair, I trust Constantine a little bit more than I trust Morwen.
Fair.
Valid statement. Well, that's fun. I mean, not as fun as the rocks, but like, it's a high bar to beat.
Yeah, what about the rocks?
So apparently,
Yes, what's
hear
up
me
those
out.
rocks though?
different types of rocks are magically inclined. And
Wait, you didn't know this?
I'm catching up, okay? I don't need your... I know everything about
Crystals.
nature. Yes, but even different kinds of what people would assume as common rocks can have vastly different effects. Turns out that limestone has a 0.25 magic retention rate in comparison to granite. That's like insane.
And Mitaceous schist.
So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
making some real crazy discoveries. It's been a whirlwind, I won't lie to y'all.
Very fascinating.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Don't even get me started on like igneous rock. That shit
Oh, I won't.
wild.
They form when magma cools and hardens.
Yes, but more its impact on magic. Turns out the rate at which it cools down and hardens is directly correlated to how well not magic is retained, but how intense that magic can actually be when it is initially cast. I just had to
I-
like take a minute when I discovered that. It was
That's-
very exciting for me.
That's really fun.
I will
make sure
say
to
that-
select a proper crystal for your staff if you ever get a wizard staff.
I'm more of a book person, but if I ever do go down that route, I'll definitely talk to you.
I will say that earth and rocks are kind of the elemental contrast to air, so I've never touched geology in my life.
Have
Well,
you
good
walked
for you.
outside? Because technically, if you've walked on stone, you have touched geology.
And I'm breathing air 100% of the time. What's your point?
That you're interacting with both elements.
That's deep.
I can't hear this.
At this point, Malekith is just going to lower the panther and go, in a technical sense, you're also interacting with water, because there's always water in the air.
Okay.
And if you consider heat just an offset of fire, I'm sure there's plenty of that.
Okay, I have to go to class.
It's a lie.
I really hope
don't
you
have
guys
to
are
go to
learning about
class yet.
elements.
I'm gonna go take my dragon for a walk.
Speaking of which, I've rolled your classes for today.
Yay.
Lovely.
I was waiting for this absolutely ironic one to happen, but Hextia Brim's first class of the day will be alchemy and potion making,
Yay.
with the freaking head of House Hextia Brim, Professor Zestella.
Lovely.
And rather coincidentally as well, the first class for Weaveward will be spirituality and necromancy, with the head of House Weaveward, Professor Andrus. So
What a
rather-
wonderful time to get a raid.
I
Thank
know,
you for
right?
the raid.
Also, can I just point out that we got a raid It never alerted me. Hi, guys. Welcome in.
Oh,
Thanks,
hello.
Bardic Sweet Tea. Hey, Brenny. Nice to see you guys. Welcome in. I don't know why it didn't alert me. This is fucking cracked. I need to try and figure out why it's not alerting me.
So we both have fairy dragons, and we're on our way to potions making class.
We're on our way to potions class and spirituality and necromancy. You know, because if you can't have friends, you can still talk to the dead.
That's Malekith's
Words to live by.
Real.
That is Malekith's motto. Or it used to be his motto until his motto became, when you can't have friends, you can still talk to the dead, but I don't speak to the dead because now I have a girlfriend.
I don't need to do that anymore. I got a girlfriend.
So, is there anything you guys want to do before you go to your classes?
I take my dragon on a walk, I guess.
Taking your dragon.
Love how you're
on a walk.
actually. Love that you're actually doing that. That's beautiful.
So
She
you're
was
taking
like,
your
oh, I said it now, I gotta commit to it.
you're taking your fairy dragon on a walk. Are you still keeping them doped up with honey, or are you
Not
allowing them?
constantly.
Okay,
That would be unethical.
let's make a roll
I
and
just
see
keep
if
on
your
the hook
fairy.
for it.
Let's see if he tries to steal him. Where's there they are?
Are there any spells that can help me with this? Jesus.
As you take this fairy dragon on its walk, and it's doing that kind of little kind of like fayish draconic speaking that it does with as it darts around. There's a point where it disappears out of your line of sight for like 10 seconds, and then when it appears back, one of its little pouches is jingling.
What do you got there?
Narrows its eyes at you.
Drop it.
Holds its wee arms to its pouches.
I cast comprehend languages. Who did you steal it from?
I didn't steal anything!
Birdsong? What did you steal?
Starts to empty out the pouches. There's like necklaces, a pen, like bottle caps, like just anything that's shiny. And then
If you
does bring out a coin pouch.
Did you steal a necklace from Felicity?
No, they left it lying on the ground.
Who?
I don't know. We'll have
I
two
really
lights
gotta-
and watch around you out of the sun.
I really should have introduced you to Abandon while we were there. At lunch, remind me.
Okay.
You can keep it.
Scoops its arms to drag everything back to stuffing it back into its little pouches.
He just has little pouches.
Yeah, so like I described before, they have six. Like think of like marsupials. They have
Yeah.
like no, they have a pouch.
Just
so
a ton.
these have like 6 little pouches.
I
what
really,
they used
really
to sell, like,
redefines
fruit
the word
and things.
pickpocket.
100%. These guys are
He has
like
a bunch of little
nifflers on
pickpockets.
crack.
I love them. I love them so much.
Like, you ever heard of the story of the Finnish soldier who took 30 times the recommended dose of methamphetamines and skied halfway across Russia, fought a bear twice, ate a raw pigeon, tried to put a fire in a cabin and end up burning the cabin down, skied through a Russian camp of soldiers and they were so terrified of him they just let him go. And he did this over the course of 2 weeks. These guys are that energy in Stitch and Dragon form.
It's crazy we're just allowed to have these things. Okay.
Also, everything I listed there is an actual human being who did those actual things.
I guess Rista just takes the long way to her class. Just like letting her little dragon explore the grounds a little bit.
Letting her little dragon rob people blind.
Of course. It's what brings him joy.
Okay. Achillea, Constantine, what are
Yeah.
you guys doing before your classes?
I don't think Constantine's gonna do much of anything. He's probably just gonna hang out with the other members and catch up on what he's missed.
Okay. Achillia?
Now that Constantine's been filled in on the shenanigans of Orchid Gate,
On Orchid
Achillia's probably
Gate.
gonna go just check on her garden and then go to class.
If wait, I
check
did
on
tell Constantine to get my orb.
Orb.
Oh yeah, I guess I would do that before my next class.
Achillia, give me a nature check.
Let me get my dice out. I also did not get my dice out. I have my gay dice for pride.
Woo! We love gay dice.
Woo.
Okay, nature, that's gonna be a modded 20.
Okay. So, with that, oh, pardon me. With a modded 20, everything in your garden is going quite well. One of your plants does seem to have a little bit of an infestation. With the nature check, you'll be able to see. It's just like you know those little kind of white plant mites that you get on certain flowers. It's just them. You can get like
Achillia
a
will
topical.
feed those to her fairy dragon.
They'll eat them, but they're hardly sustenance.
Yeah, I mean, and some of the flowers and a toad. I love her
Just
from the
make a
hat.
toad. Here you go. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that this item you have that spawns pests. I love that it snatches a pest from somewhere across the multiverse. So this toad's just sitting minding its own business, and then you just like snatch it from the pond across the multiverse and feed it to a pet.
It's very fey of her, though.
It's
This
very
is the
fair.
best item I could have gotten.
I also have this terrifying mindset of it doesn't say it takes just wild ones, so somebody could just have like a pet rat and then just see this pet rat, a hand appear out of nowhere, grab their pet rat, pull it through a portal and feed it to a dragon.
I'm just gonna a very funny image of a rat with a collar on it.
Fey dragon burps up the collar, then immediately puts it into one of their wee pouches.
It's shiny.
Samuel! Okay. So, if there's nothing else, we then go to classes. Now, what do we want to start with? Do we start with potions, or do we want to start with spirituality and necromancy?
Do we want to roll for it?
Let's take a roll for
I'm
it.
good for rolling for it.
Odds, we'll go potions and alchemy. Evens, we'll go spirituality and necromancy. That's a 19. We're starting with potion making.
Ooh.
So you guys go to, as we go to the Hextia Brim class, you and the other members of the class are kind of stand outside, and as you approach the greenhouse, and you go through the greenhouse to the cellar doors, and you go downstairs into it. The potions class has been magically enhanced. It has been made larger. And in the centre, there is a creature. This creature looks slightly similar to what you would understand to be a dragon, but it's not entirely a dragon. It doesn't have 4 legs. It has 2 legs with just a pair of wings.
Is it a worm?
No, a worm would be no legs.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll an Arcana check if you would like to discern what this may be.
I need to, or else I'm going to make a Trogdor reference again in
You'll
my
just
brain, but
add
out
a-
loud.
I'll do a casual +9 to Arcana.
Casual
Wow.
+9.
And I still only got a 14.
I got an 18.
An 18. Okay. 18. What did you get, Mister?
14.
18 and 14. So both of you will be able to, will recognise what this is. As you walk in, it is a wyvern. Wyverns are a draconic species, but they're not dragons. They're one of the kind of many devolved cousins of dragons who don't quite have the intelligence you would usually associate with a dragon. They are cousins to dragons. They hunt in the kind of same civilizations and areas, but their appearances fairly different. Most wyverns have 2 legs, leathery wings, and a sinewy tail, topped with the standalone, which marks them aside from normal dragons. They have a stinger, which has an incredibly potent toxin. The poison in a wyvern stinger can kill a creature in seconds. Extremely potent. Professor Zestella is standing next to it, petting its head and giving it scritches underneath its chin every now and again. Excuse me while I just shut my door, and then I'll get right back into this. Oh, there we are.
I find it funny that we both have fairy dragons, and now it's not the most threatening dragon in the room.
You know, that's just how it goes sometimes.
At magic school, of course.
I mean, everyone here has a fairy dragon, too, because it's all our class.
Oh my god, how is anyone gonna do any work?
It's like split up by the partners.
Yeah.
So, you know, as you guys all kind of come together within the class, the tables have all been arranged to be around this wyvern now. The wyvern kind of takes up the space where the last time you were here they had the large cauldron. That large cauldron is no longer here. The wyvern's taking up kind of the space that was in. Professor Zestella will turn to you all and give the art of crafting potions is one that is often sneered at. They are seen as cheap mimicry of what magic can do. Today we learn how to make both one of the most potent poisons of all time, as well as the elixir to this poison. First off, she gestures to the creature. Who can confirm for me what this creature is? She points to you, Rista. Yes, Rista.
That would be a wyvern.
Very correct. 10 points to Gryffindor. No, because we don't pit educating students against each other.
Why not?
Because it's fucking weird. Especially when you're giving them points for weird shit. Oh my god, you washed your socks today? 100 points to Hufflepuff! Like, fuck off.
The professors of those houses can give points to their own house.
I know, right? I know. Oh, Neville, you were 5 minutes late today? Why were you late? I forgot. Well, at least you're here now. 100 points to Gryffindor for making an effort. Like, 100%. Like, let's just be real for a second. See if I was Professor Snape. See at the end of that first one when Dumbledore starts going like 10 points to Neville Longbottom for standing up to your pals. I would just be Snape just going, 100 points to Malfoy for not doing any of this weird shit.
Especially after side note, but especially after crushing the hopes and dreams of the Slytherin students after they were already being celebrated for winning.
Right? Dumbledore's a prick. Like, let's just be real about this shit.
I think we've all known this for a long time.
Anyway, Professor Zestella is going to then smile at you, Rista, and say, excellent. Now, can anybody confirm for me what are the main weapons of a wyvern?
What kind of check would that be to recall that? Because Ren
That would
does
be
not know.
either animal handling, if you have the proficiency, Arcana, if you have the proficiency.
Didn't you just say stinger though? Wouldn't that be its weapon?
So a stinger is one of them. That is something that you guys. That's something that you guys already got for free.
I'm not gonna raise my hand twice.
I'll do
I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be that person.
That's so real. Animal handling to me was a math 8. No, 14.
14. Awesome. Let me roll and see if any of the current people in the class might get higher. So let's roll for Morwen. Ha, no. Kaladin. No. Oh, fuck.
Morwen's like, it's not a spider. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, cool. So Achillia, with a 14, you kind of go, okay, cool. Are you putting your hand up? Okay,
Yeah,
Achillia, you would. One of the key things amongst all draconics, they have massive fangs, like curling out from under where their mouth is closed. Fangs.
Their teeth.
Which points to you as well, smiling as well. Excellent. Notice the prominent curve of the fangs.
You can't really miss it.
And then Ilaran from the back is going to put his hand up. And Ilaran will say, they've also got, the claws, talons. And she'll say, yes, entirely correct. They do have curved talons, perfect for snatching and carrying off prey. Now, we are going to focus on one of these particular weapons, the stinger. Today, you will all learn how to correctly harvest wyvern poison. Distill it into a subtle dose of poison, and then we will learn how to make the elixir. Then she begins the demonstration. First things first. You take the vial and you approach the rear of the animal. And then she shows you the process of putting the tip of the stinger into the vial and pressing into the kind of glands along the stinger, which create the toxin. Press the lip of the vial into the gland in order to secrete the toxin. You only want a couple of drops. Anything more than this can become incredibly dangerous. From here, we are done with the wyvern. And she pets the wyvern's tail and kind of steps over. Then she goes through the process of showing how to correctly distill and process these with a bunch of other things that will make a poison rather than just a complete dose of toxin. Shows this to you, and then she goes through showing you the process of how to create the anti-venom, which is made from a mix of 3 different ingredients. These ingredients are the root of... Oh, sorry, give me 2 minutes to grab the herbarium book because that'll give me the name of the plants. I thought I remembered them.
Did you study that book?
I did, yes. I did study the book because I love everything that Crow and Crown makes. But I just can't remember exactly what this particular one is. Bibbidi bobbidi. Where is the... Here they are. Sorry, here we are. Right, so the root of found it. The root of the hellebore flower. A piece of scarlet fay cap fungi, and a handful of crushed hawthorn berries. And then 1 drop of the wyvern toxin is what's used to create the antivenom. You will now be tasked with the process of recreating these steps. This will involve 4 checks. You will do this in groups of 2. Do you want to join together, or do you want to get different partners?
I feel like Achilles always tries to avoid me in this class.
Achillia does always try to avoid Rista in potions class. She loves Rista. She wants to not have to teach someone potions in potions class. Outside of potions class, yes.
Yeah, who else do we
Okay.
got in this class?
Yeah.
So, there's a few people.
Because I'm kind of salty at Morwen for abandoning me with the with the dragon.
That's so funny, though.
So, so as you said, we do have Morwen. But if you're wanting to avoid her, you also have Kaladin.
Okay.
You have Ilarin. You have another... Wait, did I mark them down? Let me just double check on something here. There is another tiefling druid here who goes by the name of Maura. However, the issue with Maura is they don't speak anything except Sylvan.
I do not speak.
There is a member of the cheer squad who you've hung about with before, a shifter by the name of Sakura. You also have Vinicia. That would be the person that I believe Achillea is sharing a fairy dragon with.
Yeah, we're co-parenting.
Yeah, you're co-parenting, of course. Then there is also... 2 minutes till I go back to my list. Then back to my list. There is a human, human witch by the name of Saoirse. There is a furbolg by the name of Gilly. They are... Gilly is, I believe, another druid, but I'm not 100%, so I'm just going to be sent to find them. This is the issue of having 100 different NPCs. Where is Gilly? Where is Gilly? I definitely wrote you down. Found you. No, they're not. Sorry, I apologise. They're a sorcerer. There is the Hexabrim. Oh, there's a storm sorcerer by the name of Lamia. She's also an option. There is a lovely tiefling warlock by who has the fanciest name in this entire game, who goes by the name of Tamara Delonce.
Yeah.
That's their first name?
Well, that's their full name. There is everybody's absolute favourite nightmare, who's definitely not based on a Broadway character. There's Elika. And unsurprising to anybody, there is also another Hexblood here. Hexblood, they are a witch, specifically Coven of the Light, by the name of Italia. So you have Achillea, obviously druidic. Rista, yourself, obviously, focusing mostly wizard at the moment. Wizard at the moment, yeah. Morwen, focusing more wizard. Kaladin, rogue, leaning into something. Ilarin, ranger, straight up ranger. Maura, druidic. Sakura, bard. Vinicia, druid. Saoirse, I do believe Saoirse is a witch. I believe that they are Coven of the Briar witch. Coven of the Wilds witch, sorry. Gilly, sorcerer. Lamia, sorcerer. Tamara, warlock. Elika, wizard. Yeah, evocation wizard. And Italia is a witch.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go for a Hexblood. I already have a Hexblood in my life.
My Hexblood quote has already been met.
Because I'm going. I want to partner with Italia.
I do want to partner with a witch. I'll see if I can snag Saoirse. We haven't met her
You're
yet.
wanting to partner with Saoirse?
Let's do it. I don't think any of us
Okay.
have interacted with her yet.
Partnering with Saoirse. And Achillia?
With Italia.
Italia. Awesome. Okay. So Rista, you partner up with Saoirse. I do apologise, actually. I was incorrect when I told you their species. They're a wood elf. They're not human. They're a wood elf. So you go to them, and they kind of smile as you approach. So Saoirse has this very cottage core. Looks very wizard. But if wizards were slightly hippie-esque.
Love it.
I'm gonna drop in images of what these guys look like. Very like strawberry blonde hair, big round copper glasses. Does, not to lean into stereotypes, does wear the standard wizard hat. Has kind of green streaks through their hair, and holds has like a long curved knife at their belt while also having a staff. I will get this here just so I can drop these into the chats. And then Italia is a kind of pale grey skin colour. Grey verging slightly into kind of pale purpley tones. The crown of theirs fits kind of commonly like a Hexblood's crown, where it crosses in front of them. And the ends of it do kind of glow a little bit. They wear kind of fairly simple, slightly monastic clothing. You know, you could be forgiven for thinking that they came from like a religious temple with the clothing that they're wearing. They do have a staff, and they do seem to have like motes of light that flicker around them, popping in and out of existence. Long dark hair, clothing that looks to be made of like kind of natural fibres. Very similar to what you'd expect of people who maybe the hag coven that they're from are more swamp based than Feywild based. But I will drop images of both of them into the general chat, and you'll be into the game images chat, sorry, and you'll be able to see them. We'll start with yourself, Rista. So you approach Saoirse,
Mm-hmm.
and Saoirse kind of gives you a fairly confident wee wave and is like, "All right, there."
I wanted to know if you wanted to partner up.
Yeah, absolutely. How much experience do you have with the whole milk and wyvern poison?
I can't say I've ever extracted venom from a wyvern before. That was a first.
Okay, I have extracted venom from things before, but I am much better at the whole, concocting thing. Which part do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on the physical parts, or do you want to focus on the concocting parts? I'm good either way, just being very honest with what I'm better at.
Well, if you want to concoct it, I can gather the ingredients. I will do my best. My druid friend likes to avoid this class with me.
Okay. Well, if you want to do that, if you want to go and collect the things, I can definitely focus on the concocting side of things.
Amazing.
Fantastic. Do you remember what plants we're supposed to be getting?
Yes, I did. It's hellebore root, scarlet bay cap fungi, and crushed hawthorn berries. Hopefully none of those are poisonous.
I think the only thing that you'd have to worry about there is the hellebore roots. They can be used in very basic poisoning, but as long as you're wearing gloves, you should be absolutely fine.
Good to know. I wouldn't want to mess up my nails.
Just looks at her own nails, which are bitten, cuticle layers are destroyed, that kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely get you. Okay, so you're going to focus on the harvesting, while they will focus on the rolls for the concocting. Fantastic. Achillea, you approach Italia, and Italia, much like quite shy, quite introverted, kind of looks to you and is like, "Hi."
Hey, do you want to partner up?
Yeah, yeah, that's good. I can do that. Hexbloods. Woo.
I like your crown.
Oh, thanks. I like yours. So sorry, I'm not used to meeting others.
Yeah, other than the professors, it's just like none of us.
Yeah, you're the only other one I've seen.
Same. We should look into this later. This is fun.
Yes, Hex blood, because
Weird shit.
yeah, second year and now Hex blood club, Hex blood clubs. Yay! Sorry, I'm babbling. I babble when I'm nervous.
You're good. You're good. Couple breaths. You got this.
Do you want to focus on the aspects of brewing, or do you want to focus on the aspects of harvesting? Because I am definitely more of a harvester than a brewer.
I'm much more of a brewer than a harvester. My mom's taught me a lot about potions. I've been getting really into it lately.
Okay, I can definitely do the harvesting parts. I'm well versed in it. Okay, awesome.
High five.
Completely messes. Like, absolutely messes.
Work on it.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
I love her.
how this will work is there'll be 4 checks. There'll be 4 checks made for each team. Okay? Each person will make 2. The first one will be for those harvesting. The first one's going to be, everybody's going to hate me saying it because nobody picked a Lauren. The first one's going to be an animal handling check. That's going to be to harvest the toxin from your wyvern. So for Achillea's team, that's going to be Italia making it. For Rista's team, that's going to be Rista making it. So
I'll give
I'm
her
not completely
guidance.
incompetent at this. I have a +3.
that's an
Oh, that's
18.
20.
Nice.
So
With this wyvern.
Italia approaches, speaks very soothingly to this creature, melts from the toxin glands very easily, comes back. Rista, you approach. How do... explain your nat 20. Explain it. Explain yourself. Describe the process.
I think everyone else is approaching it with this caution, very soothing caution, and Rish walking up very confidently, especially walking up to the unicorn at finals last year. She knows you gotta walk up confidently.
Right, yeah.
And she yeah, I mean, this isn't an intelligent creature, is it?
They're intelligent, but intelligent in the way that, some animals can be considered intelligent for animals. This creature can probably understand fairly complex commands, but it's not going to have an interesting discussion with you on your thesis paper.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I extract the wyvern's venom weirdly expertly. Like I said, never done this before.
I've never done this before. Does it perfectly. Alrighty. Now, for those of you who are doing the harvesting, it comes to a nature check. If you have herbalism tools or the proficiency in herbalism's tool in herbalist tools, you can use that proficiency here. It will be a nature check to correctly harvest all of the plant materials. Okay.
Hell yes, that's a 23.
23 is absolutely a blinding success. You come over, you remember to put on your gloves, and you clip some of the roots of a hellebore plant. You go to the scarlet cap fungi, and you, taking just a little curved knife, you just kind of peel the outer layer of the cap so as not to completely destroy the fungus cap and therefore render it completely usable to anybody else. And then, picking the berries is easy. You just pop, wee handful.
I feel like we're weirdly seeing a lot of growth in Rista in this moment. She's not as scared of nature stuff as she used to be.
No longer scared of nature stuff. We love it.
No longer scared of dirt.
I no longer fear the dirt.
I fought a demon a couple of weeks ago. Surely I could handle some dirt.
It's so real.
Now we come down to the brewing. This one's a lot simpler. This is going to be Arcana checks, and these Arcana checks, or to be more specific, these are intelligence checks. And if you have proficiency in an alchemist kit, you'll have your proficiency on this. I will say if you have the proficiency of... Wait, would this be Arcana or would this be something else? No, scratch that.
I mean,
I'm not going to attach it.
I
to
have
anything.
alchemist supplies, so...
You have alchemist supplies, so you can add your proficiency. Yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to tie anything to it. If you have proficiency with alchemist supplies, you can add your proficiency modifier to it, but it will be an intelligence check. So now we do the switcheroo, because so Italia brings all the items over to you. Achillea hands them over, and it's like they've all been, completely correctly done. So they're all intact, all perfect specimens.
These are perfect. Thank you so much. You did so well. Now let's
Rista,
hope I don't fuck it up.
Saoirse is waiting at the table for you, and as you bring them over, again, perfectly sourced specimens from yourself. You hand them over to Saoirse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Saoirse's going to take them and go, absolutely blinding. Now stand back and watch me do the best at what I do.
Oh, I can't wait.
And she's going to set about. So it's going to be your first check. Again, intelligence based on your alchemist kit with the proficiency on that. Nat 20 from Saoirse.
Wonderful. I'm gonna give myself guidance. And that'll be a 23.
23, absolutely fantastic. So both you and Saoirse absolutely blindingly concoct the venom of this. Now, the toxin from the wyvern's stinger is a viscous bright green, like Chernobyl green. When it's distilled into a poison, this turns almost tea-coloured, deep, wholesome, like kind of ambery brown. You can now see why it's a very easy poison to use, because almost every single culture across the multiverse has some form of tea. Very easy to slip this in. The second one is going to be a wisdom check, relying upon proficiency with your alchemist kit as well.
Alright, and I'll cast guidance on myself again as well. My d4 bounced out of my tray.
Saoirse is going to use some of her coven points to add a d6 to her roll.
Ooh, fun.
She adds a 6. So she has a total of 28.
Nice. I definitely did not get a 28. However, I need to do math. Back. It's 8. I got a 19.
19. Still a success. The elixir to this is completely clear. Entirely clear. As you guys are going ahead and brewing, I will confirm to you a couple of things. Number one, Ilarin partners up with... I don't need that. Why have I still got a bit of paper? I don't need that. Ilarin partners up with Ilarin partners up with Sakura, and they also happen to be doing incredibly well. Quite a devious little team. However, Morwen has partnered up with Elika, and they're both having quite the time of it. Elika did not wear gloves when harvesting the hellebore, and their hands have swollen into essentially resembling catcher's mitts. And Gilly has partnered with Lamia, and both of them have gotten their parts quite incorrect. Picking the wrong berries, and also putting too much of the toxin in to make the poison. So it's just became this bubbling mess, and as it's hit their skin is broken out in quite vicious red rashes. You guys, however, both brew a perfect poison. And Professor Zestella will come over and say, poison is brewed entirely correctly. Now it comes to the point of testing it. And she will summon her familiar.
It's poor familiar.
She'll take a little drop of the poison from each of you, put it onto the familiar's tongue. The familiar starts to show the signs of it, at which point she'll do your one first to kill you, then she'll put her hand out and say, your anti-venom.
I hand it over.
She takes a little drop, it puts it on. Almost immediately, the effects of the toxin are nullified. And she goes, excellent. She does the same thing with yourselves, Rista and Saoirse. Takes the drop, puts it on, little familiar starts to... Then she says, your antitoxin. Saoirse hands over the antitoxin. And she takes it, little drop in the tongue, almost instantaneously. She will say to you both, of the class, 6 people pull off perfect. You 4 are 4 of those. Very well done. As a reward to the 6, so the entire class is just various forms of like rashes, inflamed body parts because of getting things wrong. One point,
I feel like
one
this
of
is
them,
typical for potions class.
This is very typical for potions class. Most
Yeah.
of what Professor Estelle is going to be doing in the second half of the class is looking over students and going, okay, cool, let's fix this. Or going, I can't fix this, go to the nurse's office.
God.
But of the 6, that being you guys, Saoirse, Italia, Ilarin, and Sakura, she takes out a little vial, or to be specific, 6 little vials, and hands it to each of you. And she will say, this is not anti-venom for wyvern poisoning. This is anti-venom of my own design. Essentially, this anti-venom will work in the same way that a lesser restoration works. You drink this, and you'll essentially get the effects of a lesser restoration immediately. Okay? We're just going to call it a potion of restoration, right? Just for the sake of being simple.
Mm-hmm.
You drink it, you get the effects of a lesser restoration.
Amazing. That'll be helpful.
Extremely helpful.
Interesting interaction moment, actually. Could you guys please roll for me an insight check? After we've done this little bit of RP, we'll go to our break, and then we will go to Weave Ward and their class for today.
An insight check?
Insight check, please, yes.
That's a 19.
That is a 20. I keep rolling 15s on this fucking silicone dice that likes to bounce.
As you guys are standing there and you are getting all the accolades and stuff, Sakura looks fairly content amongst herself. You know, she looks at you, Rista, and gives you like a thumbs up, like, hey, cheers squad, woo. Ilarin is bright red faced.
Oh.
Completely bright red faced.
What does he look in reference to what?
I was about to say that's what the insight check's for, but you've already rolled the insight check. You guys have hung out with Ilarin a few times, okay? Ilarin's like that guy, like you put him in spaces where he knows what he's doing. He's like the most confident guy on the planet. But then if he gets like he's the guy that gets tummy aches when he gets anxious. Like he's like like anxiety attacks cause him to curl up going, oh my god, no, I'm done. But this is that kind of anxiety of like, I am being perceived by someone I don't want to be perceived by. This anxiety is very similar to Achilles' anxiety earlier.
Oh my god, is he Orchid Game?
That's a conversation you can definitely have if you wish to.
Achilles gonna go up to him, but not because of Orchid Game.
Okay.
I also go up to him when Achilles is like going over there.
You okay?
Okay. You go up. And he looks at him immediately, and it's like that. Using the previous insight checks, it's that me think he doth insist too much. He immediately goes, yeah, fine, absolutely grand, perfect, even, yeah.
You're just a little red. You're just a little flush.
Points to his hair, the very famous Willowind red hair, and it's like always a little bit red.
No, I mean in the face.
We wood elves have very fair complexions.
I mean, not up here. Up here.
I will have you. Well, your face is blue.
It's always like that.
Yeah, think about it.
You look like you were having a bit of a thing. I want to make sure you were okay.
Did you have a hard time with the wyvern?
No, wyverns are
maybe...
easy. Like they're native to like where I'm from, so like they're really easy to deal with.
There's not any squirrels in here, though.
There better not be any squirrels here. That's the last thing I need is feckin' squirrels running around in here.
Okay.
I'm fine. Fucking stop.
You're
fine.
I can get you tea later.
I don't need. I promise you. I'm absolutely grand. At which point, both of your partners that you had are going to come over and kind of say their goodbyes. Italia comes over. It's really nice to partner up with you, Achilles.
Yeah.
Saoirse comes over to you, Rist, and is like, we should absolutely do this again. Dream team.
It was perfect. You are awesome.
And then she'll kind of wave to the others, and as she waves to like, you know, both of them will wave. Sakura gives them a kind of like general kind of like hello. Ilarin kind of like gives like a kind of like yeah bye to Italia, and then as Saoirse kind of waves to McKenna and take a fun of my path.
Oh.
I can't help with this.
And then
Why am I watching all of these love-struck individuals not know how to compute?
It's almost like we're teenagers in a collegiate experience. College kids.
Krista knows what she's doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. You have fun with that.
Oh my god, is this going to be what Rista's new thing is? She's going to be the matchmaker.
Matchmaking? Oh, that would be so up her alley.
So it's obvious at this point. Ilarin is nursing a little bit of a crush on Saoirse.
this. We got this.
Say out loud, Alarm's got a crush, and then I walk away.
Ilarin,
You can't just say that out loud.
Ilarin turns and shoots like daggers at you with his eyes.
Don't worry, I won't say anything.
She shouts across this classroom. Don't worry, I'm not going to mention the fact that you have a crush, Ilarin.
I am so sorry, Alarin. She's done this to like half of our class at this point. I don't know how to stop her, and Achilles gonna follow.
What other time have I done this?
I apologise for her behaviour, but at the same point, I can't stop her behaviour. So...
Achilles just says shit. We know this, Gina.
Is there anything you guys want to do towards the end of the class before we go on our break?
Nothing particularly in the potions room.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay. Anything for you at all, Achilles, before we go to our 15-minute break?
Oh yeah, just when like Atalia was leaving, Achilles would have wanted to say like, we gotta hang out more. Like, this was really fun. I really wanted to have some classes with you. We haven't lined up a lot, so like let's do this.
Awesome. Italia will turn and say, I mean, from what I understand, those who are slightly, witch in nature inclined, there's going to be a, she kind of looks around, gathering to celebrate particular covetous things. So when we have a location, I can definitely let you know.
Please, I only know my mom's stuff, and I don't get a lot of the invites because I'm just so wrapped up in like the other parties going on, and I really want to get into the other ones. Like,
There's a few people who practice, coven related things here, so there's quite a few witches here. So, well, I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Please, please, please. Thank you.
And so she will head off. If that's it for you guys. Okay. We are going to take our 50-minute break there. I'm going to let my party get a drink, a little bit of a bio break, and when we come back, you guys will get to see Dan take Constantine through his next spirituality necromancy class. And what I've got planned for you guys is going to be very fun. Let's just say that by the end of this class, should anything go awry, you will know who to call. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Why is it not going to... It's not going... There we go. Well, to...
So scared for Constantine.
Hello there everybody, welcome back to part 2 of our little session. We just finished with the potions class, so now we're going to jump over to spirituality and necromancy class. Okay, so Constantine, you and the rest of Weavord make your way towards the graveyard. The place where you would, the cemetery, sorry, where you would undergo your spirituality and necromancy classes. You make your way to that central mausoleum to find Professor Andrus standing there. In front of him is a table filled with many strange looking items. Very specifically, the items he has in front of him are a lantern which shines a strange greenish blue light, a bell, a leather-bound journal, a mirror, for lack of a better way of putting it, a kit made up of small scoops and vials, and a board which has different runic symbols across it. And Professor Andrus looks like he could be like skipping for joy as you guys approach. And as you guys come in, he says, "Welcome everybody to our next lesson. Today we're going to teach you about the identification of the physical manifestation of spirits. For those of you who might enjoy a bit of a thrill, a more colloquial name for this activity, today we'll be doing some ghost hunting. When it comes to ghost hunting, different spirits, different spectres will react to different manifestations. They will react to different stimuli. So today we are going to break down that stimuli, and your role will be to take the items you see before you and use them to identify what spirit you'll be dealing with. Now, of course, there will be safety measures in place. These spirits will be mostly confined. They won't be able to hurt you. But they will be able to affect you in certain ways. No physical harm will ever come to you, and as soon as you exit where you'll be going to hunt these ghosts, you'll no longer be under their effects. But you should know that in the real world, in a real instance of identifying a spirit and putting it to rest, they can and they will often seek to harm you. First things first, I would love for each of you to partner up.
Bram?
Yes, Constantine.
Who were me and Eldwin partnered with last time when we did the timey-wimey, spacey-wacy, fucky-wucky thing?
You guys were partnered with Ravenna and Malekith, I think.
Ravenna was the Shadow Sorcerer?
Shadow Sorcerer. I can give you the full breakdown of everybody in Weaveward if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay, so obviously you've got yourself, Eldon. You have Constantine. Constantine's not here. You do have Malekith, in case you need reminded. Malekith, Necromancy Wizard. You have Lucian von Zarevich, Bladesinger Wizard. You have Shelley Mariana, Reanimator Artificer. The Grim Hollow version, not the new one. Someone who's permanently in the, or I say permanently, long term in the nurse's office. You have Pyero. You have Ravenna. As was said, Ravenna is and I'm just going to clarify this just now while I look for my notes. Ravenna is once I find her name, I'll be able to tell you. Nope, that's Rowan. I got excited there. I do believe that she is a shadow sorcerer, but I'm just going to be very sure. Why did I choose 100? Why did I choose 100 NPCs to make? Yes, shadow sorcerer. So Ravenna's a shadow sorcerer. You have Dagna, who is a arcane domain cleric. You have Elaine, who is the armorer artificer. You have Eowyn, who is a permafrost arcanist wizard. You have Erebes, who is a chronergy wizard. Erebes. Chronergy wizard. You have Ilario. Ilario is a illusion wizard. I'm very sure. I seen his name not too long ago, and I'm pretty sure I had him marked down as an illusion wizard. Once I find his name, I can give you a clarification on that. Where are you? Where did I come up with the name of Illusion Wizard? Yes, I was right. Then you have Eulani, who is a Grave Warden fighter. And then you have Valindra. And Valindra is a Crimson Lord Warlock.
Hate to make you read through all of those, and then select Ravenna. But I think I'm gonna walk up to Ravenna and see if she's down to partner.
Yep,
Ravenna's
entirely down to work alongside you.
I'll kind of walk up to her like cautiously and just be like, if my memory serves correct, last time we partnered, things went relatively well considering the circumstances. Would you like to try and repeat those results?
Ravenna will nod and she will say, entirely, yeah, I'm absolutely fine with it. So, with everybody partnered up, Professor Andrus will start to walk through. Now, like I said before, this works very similar to the game Phasmophobia. Have you ever played Phasmophobia? Cool. You know
I'm
how
not
to play
good at
Phasmophobia.
it, but I played it.
Right, but you know the basics of it. You know, there's 9 different types of evidence that you can find. Spectral writing, spirit orbs, temperature shift, ectoplasm, whispering voices, psychic disturbance, object manipulation, shadow manifestation, and divine reaction. Some of these can be observed without stimuli. Some of these need stimuli to happen. You know, it's like when you walk into a room, you'll know if the temperature is different, but you won't know if there's any spectral writing unless you put a notebook down. So essentially, you guys, there is slight rules to this, okay? You can only carry 2 items each. So, you go inside whichever area you're going to go into. It will be 3 rooms, 3 connected rooms. Each of these rooms will hold a clue. The clue will lead you in identifying the type of spirit that is in this area. Fairly simple. Right? Awesome. So, the checks that will be made are fairly minimal. This is more of these are more roleplay based for you to get an idea of how the ghost hunting system works. But there are some things that will need checks. I will prompt them as they go along. All you've got to do is figure out the correct type of spirit. The types of spirit, there's only going to be 3 of them. Okay? One is a poltergeist, one is a banshee, one is a wraith. The evidence for each of them: poltergeists will manifest with some form of object manipulation. They'll throw something at you, or something like that. They'll leave behind ectoplasm, and you'll hear them whispering. Banshees, you'll hear them whispering. You'll see spirit orbs, and they will react to divine items. And a wraith, you'll see spirit orbs, the temperature will shift, and you'll see shadows moving.
Okay.
Now,
I'm gonna have to
roll...
ask to reference
Of course,
back
absolutely,
to that, but
absolutely.
I got
So,
some of them in my head.
What this is basically going to be is, as you find things, or as you think you find things, you mark them off, and then it'll be comparing them to whichever one it is. So I'm going to roll your D3 right now and see which one of them you're getting. Okay, I have which one you're getting. Professor Andrus will gesture to each of the items in front of you as I read them out, and he'll tell you what each of them will do. Spirit Lantern shines light, lets you see if there's any orbs present. Consecrated Bell is something you can put to let you know if a spirit has wandered past it. Ghost Journal, you leave it somewhere, and if there's been writing in it, you know it's a spectral writing spirit. Silver Mirror, the Silver Mirror will trigger the shadows to move. They'll move away from it. Ectoplasm Kit, that is the kit that you'll use to scoop up ectoplasm. And then a planchette board. A planchette board will act similar to the Ouija board in Phasmophobia, but for the sake of, you know, comfort, it's not a Ouija board. Okay. Yep, that is all of them that's available. So, the doors are opened into a particular mausoleum. Professor Andrus says you'll go downstairs. It will be dark when you go in this area. You'll go downstairs. There will be 3 rooms connected by corridors. Go and find what type of ghost it is. Report back, and if you're correct, you've done it right. Would you like to take anything in with you?
So we can take 2 items each.
2 items each, which means
Okay.
there will always be 1 item. 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 6. You can take 2 items each. There will always be 2 left behind.
Okay. So what was the one that allows us to see spirit orbs?
The Spirit Lantern.
Spirit Lantern. I'll check with Ravenna and I'll ask, like, do you have check if she has any spells that could, like, substitute for one of the items. That way we're covering it.
Really, really good question. Really good. Ravenna will confirm to you, we're not going to need that mirror. I'll be able to tell you if the shadows are moving or are moving unnaturally. Being a shadow sorcerer, she has that capability.
That's great to hear. Let's see. There was the spirit orbs. There was the ectoplasm kit. I feel like we'll probably need those.
Okay.
Because I can't think of anything that I have that could substitute for them. Let's see. You said there was, like, for the different signs. There's spirit orbs. There's
Spirit orb. So there's spectral writing. You can see that by way of, you know, leaving the book out, or as you enter rooms, you can make investigation checks. They might have written on walls. There's spirit orbs. They can be shown by that lantern, or if you have the spell, you can use see invisibility or detect magic to spot them. Temperature shift is just on perception. Nothing else is going to do it. There's no temperature gauges in this world, so it's all based on your perception. Identifying ectoplasm would be the ectoplasm kit, and you would use investigation or you would use nature check for that.
Okay.
Whispering voices, again, that'll be down to perception based on hearing, or you can use speak with dead, and if you get an answer back. Psychic disturbance would either be it would be insight, you know, as you move into it, as you hear things, was it a whisper or was it a noise? Or you can cast detect thoughts. So kind of everything does have like a kind of either non-magical or spell casted way that you can replace one of the items if you have the ability to do so. Object manipulation is just down to, do you see something move? That's it. Or, you know, if something hits you in the back of the head, is it something that would have moved by itself? Shadow manifestation could be down to perception checks, or it could be down to using spells which generate light. Do the shadows that it creates behave strangely? And then the divine reacting to divine things would be down to using like holy based spells, or simply by making religion checks, praying. Okay, so
Okay.
there is the items will definitely get you a more, that's a definite yes, but there are checks you can make, there are spells you can cast.
Okay.
Those are absolute possibilities.
Let's see. Let's take the ectoplasm kit. What did the bell do again?
The bell, if you leave it in a room, it can tell you if a spirit is present. If it moves past it, the bell will ring.
I feel like that'd be helpful. Let's grab the bell.
Okay.
My investigation's pretty high, so I think we're good on the book.
Okay.
That for the writing, unless we really need another one.
So
let's
you're
see,
taking the bell and the ectoplasm kit?
Yes. I guess I'll leave it up to Ravenna which one she wants to take. But I do have detect magic and speak with the dead. So we're good
Okay.
on seeing spirit orbs and the whispering.
So I think in that case then, Ravenna will... Ravenna will take the spirit lantern just to be in the safe side, just for the sake of if you guys do split up to go and investigate things. But everything else she can kind of cover with the spells and checks that she has available to her.
Fair.
Okay. So, you guys ready to go in now?
Yeah, on the way down I'll kind of check. So how do you do with this type of thing? Is this like very much in your wheelhouse, you're comfortable, or is this nerve-wracking for you?
This is definitely a new thing for me. I'm not really one for dealing with the dead. It's more, well, shadows.
Pardon me if I'm showing my ignorance, but I'm assuming you mean like shadows that aren't typical. Is there a specific class of entity that typically creates those? If not the dead?
I know shadows are tied to the undead, but there are, you know, things from the abyss which generate shadows, as well as infernal entities. I don't know where I get this power from. Must be somewhere in my bloodline. But I definitely don't have any kind of expertise along the sides of the undead.
Well, I haven't exorcised any ghosts either, so I suppose we're on equal footing in that case.
Well, I hope we don't have to exercise a ghost here, because I will be next to useless in that endeavour.
I mean, how hard can it be, right?
How hard indeed. As you come to the bottom of the stairs, you find yourselves in a fairly decent sized room, 20 by 25 feet. As you look at it directly ahead of you... Oh wait, actually, do you have dark vision?
I think not.
Okay. You
Yeah.
don't have dark vision.
I do have the light spell, though, so I will use that.
You cast the light spell. In the first room, as the light spell comes up, there is pieces of scattered furniture. Looks to be a room. I mean, so this is underground in a mausoleum. So these are obviously rooms where the dead were kept. This room looks to just have been a place where perhaps family members would have came and sat to spend time with their departed loved one. One of those kind of family mausoleums kind of thing. Things have been thrown all over the place. Anything you would like to do in this first room?
No, I think we'll first get a lay of the land and then
Okay.
and then kind of trace back.
Well, there are two corridors, one directly ahead of you, and one to the left in the corner of this room. As you cast light, you will be able to see down the corridor in front of you. It looks more structured. The one to the left looks more kind of wild, a kind of maybe something like this part of the wall broke and they just kind of decided to follow the natural curve of things. Do you both want to go the same direction, or do you want to split up? How do you want to do it?
Are these Phasmophobia rules where we have to first determine which room it's in, or will we be able to collect data from all three rooms?
You'll be able to... If there is data present, you'll be able to find it. It's not like a... You have to find where it is first, and then you throw everything into that room. Much more of a loose approach to it.
Okay. I'll turn to Ravenna. Do you want to take this room by room or split up?
You're not scared of the dark, are you?
Recently, haven't been scared of much. It's been very strange.
Then pick a corridor and I'll take the other one.
I'll point to the more decrepit one.
Okay, so you're going on the left corridor and she'll
Yes.
go on the... Okay. Nothing you want to do in this. Nothing you want to do in this room first.
I was gonna say, so the bell will go off if the ghost is faffing about, yeah?
If the ghost ends, so if you were to put this in a corridor, if that ghost goes in that corridor, you'll know it went in the corridor. You won't know which way it went. If you put it in a room, you'll know the ghost has entered that room. You won't know which way it came from though.
I'll put the bell in that first room that both of us are leaving. That way, if it's in there, we'll hear it, I guess.
Okay. Alrighty, so you leave the bell in the centre of the room, and then Ravenna goes forward, following the kind of more structured corridor, and you go to the left. As you walk through this little corridor, it is a corridor. It has been, made. It's been paved, but it's less straight. It's more of a windy, curvy one. As you move along it, anything you want to do here while you walk this corridor?
Let me know if these are two separate checks. I would be looking for any writing on the walls. I would
Okay.
also be observing the shadows coming from the light spell to see if they seem off.
Okay. So in that case, it'll be an investigation check, which can cover both of them.
Okay. Well, I have a decent modifier. Hopefully I don't... Okay, I'll take that. 23?
23, okay. So you do not notice anything strange with any shadows. However, this is a corridor, quite narrow, not a lot of room for, things like that. You don't
Sure.
see any writing on the walls either, but you do see this kind of slime along the walls.
Can the ectoplasm kit, does that allow me to analyze it to see if it's ectoplasm, or could I just make the assumption that it is?
No, you
Okay.
can, yeah. So each of the vials basically has a little powder in the bottom of it. When you put if it is ectoplasm, when it goes in here, it will react with it. So how that will go down is it'll be a nature it'll be a nature check. If you don't have proficiency, you will have proficiency because you have the ectoplasm kit.
Okay. Oh, that was knocked. And I dropped it. Nice. Okay.
Nice one.
That was a 25. Yes. You said I do get proficiency because I'm using the kit.
Yep.
Yes, 25.
25? Okay. On a 25, as you scoop this and you put it into the tube, as it slides down and eventually touches that powder, there is no reaction, confirming to you that this is not ectoplasm.
Why is that worse? It's just miscellaneous goop. I kind of hate that.
Just like condensation that has coalesced.
Okay, I'll continue into the room.
Okay. What is your passive perception?
19.
19. Okay. As you enter into this room, you'll hear whispering.
What is the check to determine whether that's like legit or not?
That'll be a perception check, like an act.
Perception.
You hear what sounds like whispering. Now you're actively listening to see if there are words within it.
Wow, okay, we're rolling well today. This is nice. This is a first. I shouldn't have said that. I feel like I'm gonna curse myself with that. That's a 25.
Okay. 25. On a 25, the whispers do seem purposeful. You hear your name being whispered. You hear whispers that allude to things that you've recently been doing. So you hear whispers about your research on monoliths. You hear the whispers about classes you've had. The whispers are also kind of like they're generally quite negative. You know, about how like you'll never find the secret. You know, that kind of stuff. You know, they're quite distressing. But you have clarified there are purposeful whispers, which is something that, of the three that there's a possibility of you discovering, the whispers point to a poltergeist or a banshee.
Okay, so the other things we're looking for, if it was a poltergeist,
Poltergeist, banshee, or a wraith. Those are the
Okay.
options you have here.
But of the two that have the whispering as one of the clues, poltergeist has throwing shit, right?
Object manipulation and ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm. Okay, and then banshee was the other one.
Banshee has spirit orbs and they react to divine stimuli.
I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. It's worth a shot. Actually, first I'm gonna yell loud. Well, actually, first I'm gonna like speak to myself and be like, feel like I should be scared. It's a little weird that I'm not. And then I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom, 2nd level spell, and transmutate the damage from necrotic to radiant.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
cool.
know if that would count as religious, but worth a shot.
Do you know what we'll do? Give me a second, because I've just remembered. Banshee is a thing in D&D. So what we'll do is, we'll go to the Banshee.
Did you just tell me what it was?
But I'm also going to pull up, there's also Wraiths and Poltergeists. So I'm going to go to them, I'm going to make checks for all of them, and see which one it does. The only reason I've said Banshee is because I'm looking at it and going, okay, so that's the one I was talking about, so now I've got to go, and I know that there is a Banshee. I know there's a Wraith, and I think there's a Poltergeist. let's check. See if it turns out that there is no wraith. There is a wraith, yay!
I feel like I remember using wraiths.
And I'm
Yeah, they're
fairly
fucky.
sure wraiths are terrifying. There's a poltergeist as well. Fuck yes. Poltergeist can just randomly throw you at the ceiling. By the way, just in case that was of our curiosity. Let's roll a saving. What's the saving throw for Withering One?
It is Constitution.
Constitution. Okay. So with that, what we'll do is, whatever one it is, I will roll their con save. If they succeed, that won't count. If they succeed, not to say that that won't be something that triggers, what I'm saying is it won't trigger a divine reaction. Okay?
I don't know if it matters. They would take half damage from. I don't know if you're just adapting it.
Not
to the
you.
thing, but
I'm
they
just
would
adapting it
typically
to see
take
if it would.
half.
I'm
Okay.
just adapting it for that one. So what's your spell save DC?
Let me check. Oh wow, that is lower than I'd like it to be. 16. That feels kind of low. I'm gonna double check and make sure I don't need to update that, but probably 16.
The correct creature, there will be a reaction as you cast this and you create radiant energy, which is by its own kind of existence divine in origin. There is a peal of like screeching, not screaming, screeching. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask you to make me an Arcana check. This is a little bit different because technically with Radiant, two things could react to this. So give me an Arcana check.
27. I'm not
27.
fudging my rolls. I know I've rolled really high recently, guys. I
No,
can
I-
give you a dice cam if you
Listen,
need.
listen. Even as I've always said, even if people are going to fudge their rolls, I'm still going to take their word on it. The only people that's missing out is them. Okay, so as this happens, you do see shadows react quite violently, but this is an expulsion of light. So as they react, you do hear that kind of screech, but it does leave like a kind of wailing echo, which will confirm to you as a reaction to divine energy, not a manifestation of strange shadows.
Okay, so would that mean Banshee? Because Banshee is the only combination.
It points towards Banshee. There is also one other thing that would confirm a Banshee, which would be Spirit Orbs. Right now you've got 2 out of 3.
Okay. You said I could use Detect Magic for Spirit Orbs. Was that correct?
Yep.
I will cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic, and as you look around this room, you don't see anything here.
Okay.
In the distance, you will hear a scream, and then you'll hear the bell ring.
I will make a hasty, because Detect Magic lasts for a minute, so I'm going to kind of try and sweep. I'll go to the first room. If I don't see anything in there, I'll go to the next one.
As you make your way back to the first room, as you get that, Detect Magic does light up the orbs, but you can also physically see them because Ravenna is also standing there with the lantern in her hand, and that light is illuminating the orbs.
Is she
There
the
was
one who
also-
screamed?
Yeah, she's the one that screamed.
Okay.
At which point you do confirm Spirit Orbs.
What do I see when I go in there?
Lots of orbs floating around, coalescing in the centre. In the centre of the room, there is a glowing spiritual effigy of it looks like a fairly elven-looking spirit. wide, unhinged jaw, dark eyes, just hang there. But there is, in a kind of different colour from how she glows, there is glowing chains around her. Which you would recall back, Professor Andrus did say they have been bound. They can't physically hurt you.
Okay. I'll cautiously walk around the Banshee. You okay?
She'll nod and just say, heard the whispers. Got a fright.
Understandable. So with
Banshee, I'm guessing.
yes. I feel like we could have skipped a lot of those steps if we just listened for the screaming, but spirit orbs. What was it? Spirit orb. How did I forget? Literally in like
Whispers, spirit orbs, reaction to divine energy.
Yeah. That's all three. So surprisingly easier than I expected.
I think we got fairly fortunate in the fact that they can't hurt us, because otherwise I imagine there would be screaming.
Probably from both of us, at least.
Definitely me. I definitely think that I'm going to avoid any form of ghost hunting as a future career. I'll leave that to the likes of Malekith and Yolani.
They seem to be the type that would be very prosperous in that field of work.
Shall we?
By all means. Unless you want to, like,
Yes.
sit down and discuss, deep theories.
She's already walking up the stairs, like she's already leaving. She makes her way back upstairs, and upstairs there are a couple of other people who have already returned from theirs. Malekith and Yulani are standing kind of like looking at their nails. Their whole thing is operating around the dead. Malekith's just going to wave over at you, and then like very, very jokingly kind of tap like his wrist as if like, man, it took you so long.
I'll like just kind of wipe my brow and be like, give him a look of like, I know, man, I tried,
As you come up, Dagna, the dwarven arcane domain cleric, and Elaine, the halfling, the Kender, armorer artificer. They're both up being tended to by Professor Andrus. One of them has a large lump on their head, and one of them is like shaking, like properly tremoring. Valindra and Lucian, as you guys come up, are coming out of their one, holding in their hands the ectoplasm kit, which is like fizzing and bubbling. As everybody else kind of joins, whether failing or succeeding, Professor Andrus will kind of like clap, very excitedly. He's like, obviously the spirits you've dealt with here are contained. They cannot hurt you beyond the means of... And he's going to look to Dagna and Elaine, unless you received a poltergeist, at which point they might not be able to physically harm you at this point, but they can certainly lob something at your head and give you a nasty bump. But I do hope that you enjoyed your extent. Now, the three best performing teams were absolutely... He's going to gesture to you and Ravenna, he'll gesture to Malekith and Yulani, and he'll gesture to Lucian and Valindra. And he'll say, but the rest of you, do explore these lost places that we have a load of beautiful access to. Work with these spirits, and in some cases in your later years, after we properly look into how to conduct exorcisms, perhaps you could help some of the spirits here gain some rest. But to our victorious ones here, each of you will receive a kit which will give you all of these items and allow you to conduct your own ghost hunting, should you ever wish to. At which point he will look to Malekith and just be like, I assume you will already have one. And Malekith is just like, he's got like the pro kit.
We're all getting the starter deck and he's just chilling.
Malekith, yeah, you guys get precons and Malekith's like, I've got my own home built one. Like, mine's is good, I'm good. But but essentially you'll get given a kit which will have all of these things, all of these items that you could have had the ability to use within them.
Cool.
You get a ghost hunter's kit.
I'm writing that down.
And that is the intro to ghost hunting. I tried to keep it
that.
as simple as possible.
I was getting a little worried initially because I was like, my brain always hurts a little bit with phasmophobia, and I always lose track. I think you did a good job of porting it over in an understandable
Thank you very
way.
much. Thank you. I did try to keep it as one of the attaching skill checks to identifying things correctly was kind of a weird one because like ectoplasm is not entirely what you would call natural, but nature's the only one that really makes sense. But you get what I mean. Malekith is gonna wander over to you. After everybody kind of does their depart, and is like, "So what'd you get?"
Banshee.
Oh, you got a good one. We got a wraith.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, they nasty. They are very nasty. And he's gonna look over at Dagna and Elaine and be like, "Yeah, Poltergeist, you gotta duck. You gotta have them quick reflexes, you know."
You know, I thought bobbing and weaving was like exclusively to the more martial focused of our classmates, but I suppose it does have some application in ghost hunting.
Oh, them Poltergeists, they got that aim, you know. They got that dead eye. So you think you're gonna be exploring into a little bit of ghost hunting there?
Probably not. I was not opposed to it, but I suppose there's a thrill that people would typically associate with such an activity. I think I might not be predisposed for that.
Part of the thrill is knowing that, you know, anything can happen. Like, this was a fun little exercise, but wraiths are dangerous. Wraiths, at any given point, they can just come up behind you and they just start draining all of that vita out of you, you know?
That does sound exciting.
And if that was a real banshee, oh, you better have some waxed up cotton drops in your ears, you know? That screaming and shouting ain't gonna get you wailing around there.
I am grateful that there was a limit, though. You know, still gave a little start.
Maybe one day I take you to where I'm from, and then we go wander around in the Grand Necropolis together, yeah?
Sure. I'm sure it would be
He's
very
gonna hold you
fascinating.
to. I'm marking that down. You said yes.
I mean, at the end of the
I
day,
mean, we have to go there anyway.
You know,
Listen,
I'll-
Rista's been to the Grand Necropolis. It's not that bad.
I'll kind of turn to Ravenna. I bet your shadow expertise would come in handy in a ghost hunting setting.
Malekith will kind of nod to that and be like, "Oh, we got loads of shadow people in the Grand Necropolis." Well, I mean, it's in the Shadowfell. There's a load of places where, you know, the deeper darks, the shadows, they got their nasty tendrils around people. Shadow sorcerers, they help out.
Oh, careful. That almost sounded like a job offer. I'm gonna kind of like smile at Ravenna, given that she clearly does not want to do that.
she goes paler than usual. Anything you would like to do at the end of that class there, Constantine?
No, I don't think so.
Nothing for you? Okay. Then in that case, morning classes are done. It comes to your kind of early break period. You guys can come together or you can do your own thing. Is there anything you guys want to do? Anything at all?
We're gonna resume the orchid investigation.
Orchid Investigation 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I'm down to like roll a percentile die to see if I run into any of them on my way to things.
Oh my god.
Do it. Do it.
Alright, I'll roll it.
Did you run into anyone or the suspects?
Any of the suspects.
Yeah.
Get that D10 out again. All right, that's a 56. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you have no idea how close. You have no idea how close. Brunovan is number 53.
Damn.
On a 56, nah, you don't come across any of them. As you
Well, I do not.
wander.
Yep, perfect. I'll go meet up with the others at some point. Like, I'm probably on my way to go find, like, Constantine and co.
So you're going to find Constantine. Constantine, are you doing anything during your break period, or are we rolling for next classes?
I mean, I'll probably touch base with the Blood and Bone Society, see if there's anything that we need to do, if Achillea wants to explore, do a little PI work. But if not, then there's nothing specific that I have.
Sorry, repeat the first part of that. You kind of cut out a little bit.
Oh, my bad. I don't have anything specific. It would just be if Achillea wants to go investigate, it'd be available to assist, but nothing for personally.
And Rista, anything for you at all?
I mean, I did say that I was gonna go have lunch with Malekith, but I think lunch is probably after our next classes.
Yeah, so you would generally have 2 classes a day with a free period somewhere.
Great.
But
Then that works.
your lunch period would be after your early afternoon period.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably going walking with Achillea too, so I'll probably meet up with the group.
Okay. So as you guys all meet up, I'm going to roll for a random occurrence. Let's see. Let's see if you guys will have a little bit of drama before your next class.
I love drama, actually. I live for
It's gonna be anywhere from Felicity showing up to a demon showing up.
Oh, absolutely.
Or,
100%.
you know, it could be Felicity with the demon. Like,
I was about to say.
Those are entirely options, 100%. Like, you know, that
And
that
it's
is
a
in
question
fact,
of which is worse.
that is in fact the spectrum of random occurrences. It is Felicity or demon.
Well, where does Pyro suddenly waking up land on that scale?
that's so funny.
Because it's gonna happen at some point. We're just gonna find out that he woke up in the middle of the night or something.
Let me just check some numbers here. Okay. As you guys are walking around, what's everybody's passive perceptions?
18.
Mine is a 13.
18.
19?
18, 13, 19. Okay. You guys will hear something. You guys will hear. There is an argument, very, very heated argument, going on in the kind of public gardens of the academy.
Rista smells the drama in the air and she immediately like reorients. They go.
Not the drama bloodhound.
She immediately goes to investigate. Does she recognize the noises? The voices?
Actually, that's a really good question for Rista. Rista, make me an. Would it be insight or would it be perception? I'm going to say perception. Make me a perception check, active perception check, but I'm going to give you advantage on this.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20. You know exactly who these two yelling are before you even get to them. You can hear Aurora and Ignissa.
Oh. Where
Remind me, who's Ignissa?
Ignissa
Ignissa
is
is-
Lucian's girlfriend.
Oh.
Where is this happening? You said in the garden?
In the public gardens.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can I peek behind like a pillar or something
Oh,
and eavesdrop on
like,
their argument?
there's already a bunch of students standing watching this.
Oh, it's a very public fight. Okay.
Yes, very
Achilles is
public
gonna
fight.
watch.
Oh yeah, I'm joining that crowd.
Oh, Wispy, get a
Okay.
recording for Eldwin.
Oh, he'll want to see this.
The
Exactly.
argument going back and forwards between them appears to be Ignissa appears to be aggrieved at how Aurora speaks to her. Aurora seems to speak to her as if she's beneath her. And Ignissa, in an effort to prove that she's not beneath Aurora, is essentially saying, speak nicer to me or I'm gonna make sure you can't speak. Like, it's one of those things, oh, only the lower class throw hands. I ain't lower class, and you keep stalking like that, and I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, you know, it's one of those ones. Aurora
He's Lucian
is...
in the crowd.
No, Lucian doesn't appear to be here. Lucian was in class with Constantine. So, the other side of it also happens to be that Aurora seems to have some kind of idea that this is a dalliance. That, you know, Lucian is amused by Ignissa, and Ignissa has taken a bit of offence to that and has turned around and said at least he's interested in something, because nobody seems to be interested in Aurora.
Oh.
So there's a bit of back and forth
Hide
going on here.
Constantine! Hide Constantine!
Somebody hide that.
Sorry, fascism is a
Constantine,
turn off.
Constantine
No,
walks
you're
in.
right, you're
Constantine
right.
walks in. Hears that being said. He goes, "Did somebody shout me? I'm going to go this way, guys. Bye."
Not dealing with this.
This is the part of this interaction that comes in. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to just watch, or do you want to get involved? Constantine is choosing to not be here.
I guess I'm still. If Lucian isn't there, then I'm still walking back from class.
Oh, see, this is a problem because Rista's friends with both of them.
To be clear on what I meant by that, you guys, Lucian absolutely has left class. You guys are more than enough time to get back here. Lucian just hasn't come this direction. Lucian has went off to do something else.
Okay, in that case, I do want to observe. I'm not going to get involved, but I do want to observe.
In that case, I want to hear all that gossip.
I'm
you're
not messy
choosing
enough
not
to
to-
participate, but I am messy enough to enjoy it.
So Constantine's not participating. Achillia, Rista, what about you guys?
I feel like I gotta let Lucian know. What do you think?
Gotta not let me fuck this up, because we know I don't like it.
Oh,
I love this. Rista's like, I can't let my friends fight, and Achillia's like, yes, you can't let your friends fight, because if they do, I'll back up Ignissa. Like, Aurora about to get stopped.
I'm gonna. Oh, Wispy.
Hi there, my name's Wispy, and I am your interactive school guide. What can I do for you?
As always, would you please send an anonymous message to Lucian von Zarovich?
Of course, I will attach a privacy filter to a message with Lucian von Zarovich.
Like to let you know that your sister and your girlfriend are fighting in the courtyard. Send.
Okay, I will send this message now.
Thank you, Wispy.
Disappears, sends a message. As he sends this message,
Anonymous message is so funny.
He's just. I can't get involved. I'm friends with both of them. It's better that he just comes here and deals with it.
so that's what you're doing. Achillia, what are you doing?
Ilia's just like vibrating to not like she's just watching and she's like, if something starts, I need to hop in here and help Ignissa. She's just vibrating, trying to not jump in.
If they start fighting and you jump in, this is gonna turn into a full-on brawl. the entire courtyard.
It's going to turn into Aurora being like, I have magic, Ignissa being, I have magic, and Achille just being like, I got hands.
And magic.
I would like to
I
cast
got hand magic,
catch.
it's called.
I would like to cast catch these hands. Okay,
Like to cast
The
a ball
argument
with
can-
my stick.
the argument continues back and forwards to the point where both of them are drawing their arcane focuses. Aurora has drawn her wand, and Ignissa has drawn what appears to be some kind of baton. And Aurora's giving it a very disapproving, like, oh, what are you going to do? Dance at me? Like, before there's this kind of like
Vibrating intensifies.
there's this steely silence between them as they just
You could hear
glare at
pin
each
drop in this courtyard.
other. Somewhere there's just got to be one person going, fight, 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 fight.
Especially
at
with two
that-
high-profile people.
But at that point where there does seem to be some kind of line being drawn, Lucian does march over, yelling, like kind of yelling at everybody to go about, like, essentially the polite version of mind your own fucking business. And he's got like his sword is out. He is marching with full intention. His sword is gleaming. The blade song is active. He is making it a point of like, fucking stop staring at this shit. Like, mind your business, folks. Mind your business. Before he gets into a very heated, low whispered discussion with his sister. Anything you guys want to do as the crowd
God, I
starts
want
to
it.
disperse, a little bit disappointed.
I want to hear what he's saying so bad.
Okay, we got. I'm
What magic can I
recognizable.
use
We gotta
to hear
walk
this
away.
conversation?
Give me a second. Achilles gonna like get out of eyesight and then wild shape.
Okay,
Yes!
you go away, Gal.
Um,
what do you wild shape into?
Are there squirrels that are often in this courtyard or something like that?
You wild shape into a squirrel.
Lauren is going to come after you.
Somewhere there's a scream of a wood elf in complete, absolute despair. You turn into a squirrel.
And then I'm gonna go over as a squirrel and listen from a tree.
You
Or
go up
bush.
into the trees and you start to move across the branches, and now it's a perception check for you. As a reminder, with wild shaping, you keep your mental stats. So you're
Yes,
using
and I
your
also
perception.
have that. And
Can
I
I-
have that ring, so y'all can still hear me.
Can I
Oh
Yes.
my
please
God.
send Achillia? Can I please send Achillia a bardic inspiration when she?
You certainly can.
What die do you
Bardic
have for
inspiration.
Bardic?
I think it's a D6.
Do I use my do I use my portent 16 for this to
my
get
God.
like an automatic 24 plus whatever this is?
I
feel
kind
like,
of support it.
I feel like I need to.
I kind of
I'm gonna
support
do
it.
Honestly,
16
not
isn't
the
a nat
worst.
20. Use it.
Not the worst
I'm
use.
I'm gonna do it. Wonderful. So that's so portent's a 16, perception's an 8, so that's 24 plus. Yeah, 24. I know my math. Yeah, 24 plus 2, 26.
Okay, on a total of 26, you can hear them clear as day.
I'm giving them all a play-by-play via the ring as this is happening.
Love it.
You come into the discussion essentially revolves around Lucian telling Aurora to stay out of his business. That despite being siblings, they are the only similarity they have is a surname.
Good lord.
If she gave a damn so much about his choices, then certain choices that she had made would not have happened. She responds very much in the sense of, dismissing his poor choices, insinuating that the choice that she made, that he didn't, is a reflection of his poor choices, and that referring to Ignissa is only one of many poor choices that he seems to make. At which
Good
point,
Lord.
the argument, their discussion is going to end with Lucian leaning in, and what he says to her is, "Not all of us have forgotten where we come from." Before he's going to turn, he's going to walk over, and he's going to take Ignissa's hand, and he's going to lead her away, leaving Aurora standing with her parasol, just kind of watching. With that very... Do you know what she looks like? Do you know what her face looks like?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen The Devil Wears Prada?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know the way Meryl Streep looks at everybody? Aurora has that face.
Quietly terrifying.
Okay. I am now actively trying to not throw an acorn at her.
You'll have to
The
breathe.
spell gust.
Relax. You what?
Do you
I'm just curious. I think it'd be really funny if the wind picked up.
Even if I did,
I have gust.
I am a squirrel right now.
You're her friend. I know you wouldn't blow her umbrella away, but that would be really funny.
Oh yeah, blow away the parasol, then she starts taking damage.
Oh no, the consequences of your actions.
It's wild that a parasol is the only thing that's stopping her from taking damage. But
I'm just gonna,
it's vampire
I'll
stuff.
run down the tree, as I'm just doing my squirrel stuff, stare at her for a little bit too long, and then run away.
She'll look down at the squirrel as it's staring at her and just go, "Ugh, rodent."
Lucian and Ignis have walked away by now.
Yes.
I've been hanging around. I'll go up to Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was kind of a show.
She looks at you, smiles. "Ah, Rista! Nice to... yes, a terrible display. Such poor handling of a situation."
Oh, who started that? Did you or Ignissa?
She reacted so poorly to a harmless discussion. All I sought to do was to invite her to meet some like-minded people, like me or my brother, because, we have a certain image to uphold, and I wanted to invite her to see what our life is like.
Oh, I see.
And
You were just
she-
trying to bring her into the fold.
Of course, but apparently we're not allowed to do this, so...
Okay, well, she clearly has an image to uphold of her own, and she got upset by that, and that's not your fault.
Oh, I think the image that she's trying to uphold is an image of some fairly loose purport.
Oh, absolutely. I can't believe that Lucian is fraternizing with her.
Exactly. I mean, as much as I'm only a couple of minutes older, I'm still older than him. I'm trying to make sure he makes smart choices.
Of
God's
course.
God's above knows he has already dropped the ball on one particularly large choice.
Goodness, I can't believe he got so angry. Why was he getting so angry with you? It sounded like he disapproved of your disapproval.
Due to your relationship with Aurora will... Lucian and I began our education here as Dampier. Half vampire, half mortal. Well, our mother was immortal. And Lucian views my choice to fulfill one of those bloodlines as a dismissal of the other. Lucian thinks that it is me dismissing our mother's heritage. I do not see it this way.
Have you tried telling him that?
Yes, but he is a sensitive type. He does not listen very well. But he will. They always come around.
Well, you sound like quite the Bumzarvich. What do you say we get a drink before our next class?
I would love to.
I link arms with her and we go to the canteen.
Okay. Achillea, Constantine, you guys see Rista link arms with Aurora and walk off towards the canteen.
I message over to Achillea. I'll let you in on it later.
And then Achillea unsquirrels when she gets to Constantine.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of the bush that I've been hiding in. So, can you explain something to me? I can understand Rista and Aurora, similar backgrounds. They're not like they're not actually still friends, right? Like,
she said she acts like they are. I don't know. It might maybe it's a rich person thing.
I mean, I don't want to be judgmental, but Aurora seems to grow more distasteful by the day, so I don't understand that friendship when Rista seems much more authentic and kind. I don't get it.
You know, I don't get it either. I think it's like the connections aspect of it. Also, like, if I was friends with her, which if I ever become friends with her, you know I'm possessed, something's wrong, get rid of me, okay? Right, like...
If Aurora has no haters, I'm dead.
Like, however, if I was her friend, I would be terrified of ending that friendship. She's scary.
I mean, she's intimidating. I don't know. I don't understand. I'm getting, like,
what?
Retroactive regret or worry, being like, oh wow, that little interaction I had at the ball could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah. Wait, you're not afraid of her?
I
Like, at all?
view her as a threat. I don't feel afraid.
Good for you, man. You've done a lot of work to get here.
I don't think so. Yes, but I don't think this is an area that I worked on. It feels as if I don't know, stepped aboard a magic ship and suddenly things changed. Very, very weird. I mean, I was in a dark, dangerous dungeon like 20 minutes ago with a ghost, and my heart rate didn't go up. It's very strange. Well, it did, but that was for other reasons. Anyway.
Other reasons?
I got a ghost hunting kit. It was very exciting.
Insight check.
All right. I don't know what my deception's like, but we're about to find out.
I rolled a 2 on the die.
I have a -1, so 15.
That definitely beats a 7. Yeah, that tracks for you. Yeah.
I do like a academic pursuit.
Well, I'm glad that you're kind of like branching out more. You're doing more. It's great.
I suppose I really should get back to studying those rocks, though. We gotta get the right one.
I feel like you're looking for something other than rocks at this point.
Well, you know, it's the rocks. It's gonna build the monolith. It's a step on the journey.
True. All right, then I will see you after our next class.
Yeah, very curious to see how that conversation went.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad because I would love to use that to recruit him, but I don't want him to know I listened in as a squirrel.
He does seem to be a good candidate the more information we gather.
Yeah.
Well, let us know if you get any more flowers.
You will be the first people to hear.
I'm sure. Or maybe
gonna
we'll
go
just
to my
get a
room and
tabloid
check.
on it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm gonna ask Wispy if he's delivered anything to my
Any botanical
Um,
deliveries of late?
room. Wispy.
Wispy appears. Hi there, my name's Wispy, and I'm your academic guide. What can I do for you today?
Wispy, do you do, like, mail delivery notices?
An excellent question. Wispy can definitely alert you if anything is delivered to your room.
Yeah, great. I'd love to sign up for those. Thanks, Wispy. Did I get anything this morning?
No, you've had no new mail deliveries.
Great. Thank you so much, Wispy.
You are welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Have an awesome day, Wispy.
I will. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope.
Great. And remember, if you have any questions, simply say, Wispy. And he disappears.
It's different every time.
The sign-off is always the same, but the intro, I keep forgetting what I did say, so now I'm just like at the point of, I need to think of something different to say every single time he comes in. At this point, though, all of you are going to get a contact. Every single one of you. It's going to come from Kaladin through the ring.
Ooh.
And Kaladin's going to come across and just say, I found one.
Wait, are we all together? Who's here?
Well, you're not there, but Achillea
Okay.
and Constantine, you guys are together. Rista, you're with Aurora. The other members are scattered out, but Kaladin comes across the ring and just says, I found one.
Found
I found one of them monolith things.
Oh. Where?
So, probably best to speak where we can't possibly be overheard.
Yeah.
Wise. Blood and Bone Society before our next class?
You bet.
No one bring your creepy little things, please.
Yeah, let me go get my partner and yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do before you go to the Blood and Bone Society to hear this? I know Rista's sitting with Aurora. Are you guys just getting a drink, or did you want to have any other kind of questioning alongside her?
I think I'm just like comforting her after such an altercation. Like it's all just
Okay.
it's very girl stuff.
Okay, cool.
Unless she tells me any other juicy secrets.
No, I think I'm going to leave the juicy secrets to that part. That you've had enough from Aurora for today. So, if that's the case, then are you guys making your way to the Blood and Bone Society just now?
Yeah, and I'll like find Vanessa on the way, ask her if she can watch our not pseudo dragon, our fairy dragon for the next like class or two.
Vanessa will take over the dragon watching.
He really likes toads, and we're only doing honey for rewards. Oh, I don't say honey, I say H.
I was about to say, you said the word honey. Okay. So then Achillea makes her way there. Constantine, you're going straight there?
Mhm.
Rista, you sign off on your comfort break with Aurora, then head over?
I mean, did anyone inform me? I wasn't there.
It was
You
through
were
the
talking
ring.
through the rings.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll head over. I might even
Okay.
cut it short if I feel like I'm running out of time.
Okay. Then as everybody arrives in, Kaladin is standing, looking quite worried, staring at a cosmological map. It has the basic makeup of the known planes that make up the universe. You know, you have the physical plane, then you have, on the outer layer of that, you have the ethereal plane. The ethereal plane borders the Feywild, the Shadowfell, and the material plane. Outside that, you know, the basic cosmology map of what makes up the D&D multiverse. And Kaladin is going to look to you guys and say, "So I found one, but I do not think you lot are going to like it."
What one?
I think I found where the monolith related to conjuration magic is going to be focused in.
Where is it?
I think it's in Limbo.
Oh no.
That's gonna be a tricky one.
If anybody'd like to, you can make an Arcana check.
I would
Absolutely.
love
Or
to make an
or
Arcana
history.
check.
Or history. Arcana or history can work here.
I would love to do an Arcana check, see what Achillia actually knows about this place.
I will also do an Arcana check. That's going to be 29.
15.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think I got all my good rolls this session, and for the rest of the campaign, I'm going to be rolling like 2s and 5s.
I got a 19.
29, 19. Achillia, what did you get?
I got a 15.
Okay. You're all going to succeed to different levels. Achillia, you know Limbo is one of the outer planes. It's a plane of ever-changing chaos and raw elemental energy. To the higher parts, Rista, you'll know what Achillia knows, but you'll also know that Limbo doesn't fall under any physical laws. It's kind of like the Feywild in that instance, where islands can float and waterfalls can flow upwards, kind of thing. There's almost a level of creative control given to anybody that enters it. Constantine, you know all that information, but you also know that Limbo has no solid ground, no fixed gravity, no discernible sky. It is an endless expanse of swirling space where fire, water, earth, air, they all collide and they melt into oceans of acid, freeze into chunks of ice, catch fire, all at just random moments. It is a world entirely made of random occurrence. It is, for lack of a better way of putting it, chaos incarnate.
So how the hell do they even construct that there? Much less, how could we go and secure it? That is...
Yeah, it doesn't have a ground. Where could the monolith possibly be?
Just
The
floating about?
ground?
Wait, how did you figure this out?
Yeah, we just took a lunch break and hopped into Limbo.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just hop, skip, and I jumped all the way to Limbo. Came back by myself as well. No, I have some contacts from before I came here, specifically in, let's say, shadier market contacts. As soon as I knew what you guys were looking into, I asked them to keep their eyes out. Anything that might interest me. One of them gave me some whispers of something he'd heard. He wasn't all too specific on what he heard or where he heard them from, but whispers nonetheless.
So they are just rumors for now.
It
No
is-
one's seen it yet.
I will be very honest. It is just word of mouth. But anything this guy's ever told me before, it's never led me astray.
Well, to start.
He's never lied to me, he's never double dealed me, and he's always been straight up front. If he says something, I'm inclined to believe him. He's also travelled across all kinds of planes before. So he says that he recognised something of what I'm talking about. And he says that he recognised it from Limbo.
So he's seen it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, that's what he says is that in travelling through Limbo, he's heard tales about it.
So what's the consequence of this information on our plans? Because it seems that the other monoliths that we're aware of are more accessible than this one.
That does seem to be the case, which both means that they would be the priority to secure, and also they would be easier to locate and study. Unless we have some sort of idea that that's the next one they're targeting, I definitely would put that on the back burner.
Mephiloskalex wields chaos magic. What if he starts scanning for the monolith in the world of chaos?
I was gonna say, if I were in the fearsome foursome and was up against, I don't know, a bunch of students who don't know what the fuck they're doing, I would go for the hardest one first, because that's the one we're least likely to go to.
There's some truth to that.
It sounds like they're going to go for that one next. Probably.
It would be good if we could confirm. It would be very problematic if we got there is no monolith, we can't get back, or we waste a time, or we put ourselves in danger. It's a good lead, but I wonder if there's a way we could specifically know that it's there.
I mean, we still don't have a plan for protecting the monoliths. Right now we have a concept of an alarm system.
We have a concept of a plan.
Concept of a plan.
Unfortunately. I think we should just continue their old plan of finding one of the other monoliths that we know the locations of, studying it and figuring out how to build one ourselves. But it's good that we know this one's in Limbo.
We think it might be in Limbo.
And if it is, we don't know where in Limbo.
That's another fair point.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna be so real. I'm like only a little bit smart. Y'all are much smarter than I am. I will focus on how to fuck these people up when we run into them.
And I love that.
I'll turn
I can't
to like
wait to see that.
Kaladin and Malekith and see, like, do they have strong feelings about what should be done next?
Malekith, so Kaladin's already said Kaladin is like Limbo is he's adamant on this.
Mm-hmm.
He is adamant, like, listen, if this guy has told me there's one in Limbo, then I would bet every coin I've got that there's one in Limbo. Malekith, it's not that he doesn't believe Kaladin. Malekith goes, I still say that there are much better leads that we have on the locations of ones. For one, I got an idea that these are put in locations where these schools of magic, where these powerful magics are rooted, where there's a large coalescence of them, right? So therefore that makes sense to me that the monolith related to necromancy, that's got to be inside the Grand Necropolis somewhere. I mean, I basically got an all-access pass.
That is a logical conclusion. I suppose what we need to figure out first is which one we want to travel to, and what we're going to do when we get there. Because even if we did go to Limbo and found it, we have no idea of how to implement the alarm system or how we could reach it quickly. I don't know a little bit about Limbo, but not enough to know how to get there and back safely. So perhaps
Limbo
we
is going to
should...
be Limbo's going to be a very big place, and the Grand Necropolis is much smaller. I think if we were going to try find either one of these, it's going to be easier to find the necromancy monolith.
How about we take some time to consider what our next moves are? I will work on an alarm and protection system, look into what that might involve. And I think our next steps we should vote on as a complete group or semi-complete group.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still aiming to go on one of these missions at winter break?
Seems like that would be good timing unless something indicates that we need to go sooner.
That sounds perfect.
Also, what do you guys think of Lucian?
I think he would be such a wonderful member. He'd be so good.
I have yet to see anything contrary, and I think he'd be a much better member than most people.
I mean, he is in your house, and I'm friends with his sister, who he is clearly on the rocks with. So if anyone's going to be reaching out to him, it's not going to be me. It's going to have to be one of you guys.
I got no leans 2 or 4. I mean, I don't know much. I don't know too much about him, but I would be worried about his family influence. You know.
That is one of my other worries is, are we just choosing him because he doesn't like his family and we don't like his family and it's an enemy of an enemy situation? I don't have anything against the guy, but what has he done that specifically indicates he would be good for our society?
There's also, what does he bring? Every one of us brings unique skills, unique talents, unique areas of expertise. If you're looking for book smart, and I mean no offense to the other people here who have got their own forms of intelligence, but if you want book smart people, you got the 4 smartest students in the whole school in this group right now as we stand. Well, you want to add the 5th one, then you just got a whole load of book smart people, and then you got the wisest of us all, and then you got the most charismatic person I ever met. So what, we got all these choices of people that we can bring in here. But all we're going for is mental skills. We ain't got nobody of any real physical capabilities here.
Should we have a tryout at the gym?
I ain't saying we gotta go organize no spelling bee and no weightlifting competition. What I'm saying is we gotta take into consideration what they can bring.
That is wise. I think that is something to consider. While we should be choosing people that we can trust and we feel whose personality will fit, then again, isn't I'm so sorry, guys.
Lucian?
Aurora's brother, Lucian. Thank you.
Lucian.
My apologies. Isn't he a spellblade so that he is somewhat martially capable?
He is a blade singer wizard, so he does have martial capabilities.
But he is just another wizard in a group of.
He's just a wizard with a sword.
And Achilles is a druid with a sword. What's your point? No.
Exactly. We have too many swords.
No. I do like him. I like what he brings. It's not just when I'm looking at the knowledge that he has, I'm also looking at the knowledge he can bring to the society for future generations of the society. I'm not just looking like us in this situation right now. However, I'm not a very good healer. I don't heal a lot. If we're not bringing in someone who's really good at hitting things, we need someone who's really good at making sure we don't fucking die.
Also a fair point. So
I can heal.
things to consider in our selection. I think we should equally prioritize function and trust. There's enough people
we
in the student. There has to be someone who meets both of those criteria.
Do we know any paladins?
We used to.
So you can definitely roll for that. That'd be a history check.
Yeah.
Sure. Why
See
not?
if you know, as much as you might not have met them in character, above table. Sorry, you might
Nat
not
20
have met them.
again.
Oh shit!
I swear
I
to
feel like our
God.
rolls have
Krista
been
just
peaked
knows
tonight.
everyone.
It's the same die too. I gotta use this die more often.
Specifically paladins. Let's see. Fire wizard, cleric, wizard, bard.
Just
druid,
rolling through my
rogue.
Rolodex of students that I know in the student body. Where are all the paladins? Because we're looking for a tank, we're looking for a healer. Sounds like a paladin to me.
Within the student body, you know of 3 dedicated paladins. What I mean by that is 3 people who are the majority of their skill set is based around being a paladin. You would know of Ellie, who is a Tiefling Oath of Chains paladin. Draws their power from an oath bound to enforce the rules of the Nine Hells. There is Caffrey, who is a Leonin, and she's an Oath of Platinum paladin. A paladin whose devotion is to the tenets of the draconic god Bahamut.
Hey, I know him.
I know that guy.
You know that guy.
Sounds
Pretty
familiar.
chill.
And then there is Kano. Kano is they are a mountain elf. And they are an oath of... I've just looked at it and now I'm fucking blanking on it. They are an oath of devotion paladin.
I don't know any of them.
Wait, you got a nat 20, didn't you?
Yeah, she did.
Right, okay, cool. Nat 20, I'll give you as it's asked about paladins. They're not a devoted paladin, but as it's mentioned, you kind of realise when Brunovan came back, he wasn't wearing typical druidic clothing, he was wearing parts of armour. Went from carrying a staff to carrying a large weapon. So that seems to be something that hints towards a bit of a paladin dip. With the nat 20, I will give you that bit of extra information. All that information seems to click in your head. Brunovan has at least 3 levels in paladin, currently falling into the Oath of the Ancients.
Not me about to have said earlier, an Oath of the Ancients paladin would be so perfect for what we're trying to do.
Now, Achillia,
What?
I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I suddenly thought of someone who might be perfect.
Just tell me, Rista. Just give it to me straight.
Maiko.
Brunovan, Orchid Gate.
Michael!
Michael, of course. No,
Michael
Brunovan.
the Michael.
I would kill you, Constantine, actually.
Valid.
Perfect.
You cut out there a little bit.
Perfect. Would be a perfect candidate.
Hear me out, Achillia. I did think of this power move earlier, and I think it'd be really funny. You get Brunovan, and you ask him to cast Speak with Plants on the orchid.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
If he was the one who gave, if he starts sweating, we know that something's up.
You were the one who said earlier that you liked how crazy and chaotic things were getting.
Just gonna say,
You
I think that would be messy as hell and very entertaining. Also, a good opportunity for you to get a feel for his character.
Why are we trusting me with picking out character? I thought you and Eldrin would be friends
We,
when I first met you.
well,
What are you talking about? They're best friends. Anyway,
best rivals.
if we are right, then he has a crush on you, and you're the best one to approach him.
For messiness' sake, Bran, I have a question. Is Randuin also in the room right now? As
Oh
Yes.
my
saying
god.
This?
Everybody that is a member of the Blood and Bone Society is in this room.
Say what I said.
So we're using my anxiety as a okay, fine, I'll do it. I am getting edibles later though, and no one can stop me.
I'll do it, but motherfucker, after this, I am getting high.
Okay, excellent.
Wonderful, great, okay.
Achilles
I'm gonna
has
go
her mission.
scream in the corner and get a good sandwich before I go to my next class. Y'all have fun talking about limbo.
Sure.
She's gonna go find Wilbur, get a sandwich, and scream into a pillow.
I like that this is Wilbur's like constant thing that he always just has really good subs for all of it. So Achilles has her mission.
Achilles has her mission. What are you guys doing? Constantine and Aurora. Not Aurora, Brista.
I will get to work on looking up some kind of alarm defense system for the monoliths. Seeing if I can find some kind of spell, item, system of spells, system of items that would work.
How much time do we have before our next class?
At this point, maybe another half an hour.
Oh, okay, perfect. I think I'll do like some investigation on like Limbo itself. Cover our bases.
Okay. So, Rista researching Limbo. Constantine researching magic, alarm, and defenses. And Achilles, what exactly is the parameters of what you're doing? What exactly is your mission right now?
To investigate
so the
Burn
assigned
Event.
mission to Achilles has been to go suss out Bear Event's character by basically kind of confronting him about the flowers. And she is screaming into a pillow, getting a sandwich from Wilbur.
Okay. Then with that being the choice, you guys, I think that's a good place to end and wrap for us there.
For any cutscenes.
Yeah, I will give you a cutscene. I will give you a cutscene. The cutscene will show a floating rock in the midst of a storm of chaotic energy. This rock seems to be protected by a bubble of magic, allowing the basic physical laws of wherever it is to exist, but without the majority of the random occurrence. On this floating rock, there is a derelict and ruined temple. Whatever banners were once hung here are tattered and torn. Symbology is gone. It flickers and moves inside this temple, dark, decrepit. comes up to a monolith, and this monolith stands there, much as the other monoliths did. The only difference is, where the monolith stands, there are people. People in hooded robes. The people in these hooded robes seem to be praying to this monolith. And they each wear the same style of robe. Deep red. With a symbol on the back of the robe. The symbol of a hand. With an eyeball in the middle of the hand. And that's where we're going to end it for today. Thank you very much to all of my lovely players for delving into the drama, right? Let's just be really fucking real, right? Delving into the drama. I'm going to be real quick and honest with my MVP. I want to give MVP to Ren for turning into a squirrel to eavesdrop on someone. That was fucking wild. Very literally, wild shaping. Everybody had amazing moments today. Everybody actually really did have really cool moments. I loved Constantine's interactions with Ravenna. They were really fun. I loved Rista doing the whole I'm now starting to turn into the gossip merchant to backstab Aurora. That was great. But the squirrel eavesdropping was just great for me. So I'm going to pass mine to Ren. Dan, what about your vote?
Yeah, you kind of took the words out of my mouth. Also to Ren, same eavesdropping squirrel, 10 out of 10. Also just getting to see a different side of Achilea, typically being the cool, confident one, being stressed out. Welcome to my world. It's hell.
Welcome to my world. It's hell. Absolutely love that. Very well done. So we've got 2 for Ren. Gina.
Yeah, of course, Ren. I'm giving it to Ren for the squirrel bit, and oh my god, just like as soon as Bran said, you know, Brunovan is a paladin, and watching you just lose your mind, watching Achilea just like submit to this assignment, it was so funny. Achilea was so funny throughout this entire episode. I loved watching it.
Oh,
Thank you for
sorry about
everyone.
that. It was just so good just to see the reaction. It's already going to you, Ren, with a vast majority, but just a curiosity. Who would you have picked?
I was gonna pick Constantine. I was gonna go for Dan today. I really loved getting to see the Constantine kind of realize the lack of fear, and how he's starting to navigate that. That was really fun to play alongside and get to watch.
Yeah, I also
Absolutely.
loved the fact that just last session we were all freaking out. You, me, and Charlie were all freaking out about the orchid, and then Constantine comes in and he's like, "What's the problem?" and that really
so
is Constantine's role of like just grounding everyone, especially, and for a social situation, it was perfect. I loved it. Great job.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
The other side I'm going to put in here as well is that I've noted it down in my notes for next week, but there's also been a cash and prizes that's been dropped here. So that means that the next bit of reward you get, whether it is cash or whether it is a magic item, it will be enhanced. It'll either be doubled in value or it'll be the next step up. So thank you very much, Jess, for putting that in, as
Thanks,
Jess always
Jess.
likes to do.
Thank you, Jess.
So awesome. Well done. Then, Ren, that does go to you. So roll that d20, see what you get, and remember, you can only have one. So,
I just
Luckily-
used mine.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't you just use yours to be a squirrel?
Yeah, I did just use mine to be a squirrel. That is a 5, so we'll throw
Love
it
it.
at someone at some point.
That'll be helpful.
fantastic. Well then, if that's it from us, then thanks for coming to see us, folks. If you like what you've seen, you should definitely check out all of our other streams. We are everywhere at World Tree Quests, and I am getting better at posting on there. I might not be posting for the next few days because I'm expecting this to spike within the next couple of days. So social medias will be a little bit quiet for the next 2 days. After that, it should pick up a little bit then. But yeah, for the next 2 days there won't be much. But we should still be here for Monday and Tuesday sessions. because it's fun and games. And if you want to see the stuff I do personally, then you can check out Oops All Brands. Again, same thing. I won't be posting for a couple of days. Please give me space. I'm going to pass over to Dan. Anything you would like to plug at all?
Oh, bad timing. Sorry. Yes, I will be going to bed in approximately 20 minutes, and I just want to make sure everybody is aware of that. Now, we have Tides of Chaos, as far as I know, day after tomorrow. We just wrapped up the Hall of Horns quest. It was a lovely ending to J6's story. I mean, not ending, but you know, his character quest, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be doing next. I do know that on the docket we need to find someone to take over for Davy Jones and to be the new god of death. So that'll be fun. That might be what we're doing, but come join us on Tuesday and find out. And that's it.
Come join on Tuesday and see what's going down. Thank you very much for that there. Dan, move on to yourself. Gina, anything that you would like to plug at all?
You can continue to find me here at Welcome to the Academy almost every single Sunday. And check out all of the other campaigns happening on World Tree Quests. They're all great.
We do try our best. Thank you very much for that, Gina. And last and most certainly not least, Ren, anything you would like to plug?
Yeah, I got a couple of things going on. First and foremost, if you're coming to San Diego Comic-Con, I am competing in the cosplay competition that Saturday. So you should go to that if you're going to be at that convention. It'll be fun. I have not done it before, so we're going to see how it goes. And then come see, like, again, we'll be here a lot. I highly recommend you at least go check out the Dragon Age campaign if you can only check out one other one for completely unbiased reasons. And then art fights next month, so if you do that, come find me, Changeling Rogue. I've got a hit list up, so like fill that out if you want me to make art of your Blorbos. And my other stream should be picking up in the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye out on my social media for that second campaign over at Dice Versa Studios.
Sounds good to me. Thanks very much for that. Ren, if that's it from my players and that's it from me, well then, that's it from us. Thanks for coming to see us today, folks. I have been your DM of Doom, Oops All Brands here, or World Tree Quests here on Twitch and YouTube. With me today, we've had my lovely and amazing cast members. We have had Changeling Rogue, we have had Gina Donahue, and we've had Just Dan. From all of us here at World Tree Quests, good night, stay safe. If you ever get the chance to eavesdrop on someone to find out family drama, do it as a squirrel, otherwise you're just missing out. Also, don't pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good night.